Hello everyone and welcome to the
Oh my
Halbarian, where we play TTRPGs and have a hoot.
I'm so glad.
Who was it who belched right at the start there?
You know what? I think that this is just
Oh no!
Oh, there was.
Oh no!
did I make enough of a statement?
Hi, welcome back, Will. Hi.
That's the kind of day. Okay. Well, right, so before we hop into the wonderful adventures of Mystery of Blodheim, we have a few things to say, and that is our next stream is going to be on next Tuesday. Next Tuesday with something different, me coming back and taking some time off to play some video games. Because this Sunday, we don't have a one-shot, we have a zero session. Ben and Stitch are both having the zero. So we are going to be preoccupied. Oh, hello there, Riri Labora. I really don't know if I said that right, but hi, Riri. And I don't think I actually have genuinely anything else. There's nothing right now. Our next one-shot is on the 16th, April 16th. We got some fun people for that. Comic's going to be of that. As well as Smoky Knight, Cathoris, and Void Cleric.
Ooh.
Yeah. Got a fun crew for that. Aside from that, unless y'all have anything you want to...
Oh?
Oh, someone did.
No DM.
Oh, you're the GM now.
Oh,
You're on their seat.
Cool. I mean, I was just writing up the rehash, so I can just follow through from there.
Oh, well then we could just do the intro. Let's just do the intro.
Okay.
It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Dinner at Daddy's? No, it's breakfast at the Blood Relations, and a Slayer sister. Our party has discovered that Big D's long-lost sister has been working for mysterious entities as an assassin after covering up that Donnie himself still lived and wiping her mind to convince her that she is improving life in this city by hunting glorpspiels. Then, after suspicions were raised, Wilhide tracked her father through the city and uncovered that Stellar is anything but working for another mysterious figure who tells him to keep Paimon away from their new friends, or Paimon would suffer the consequences. Now, with this knowledge in hand, the party is heading to Paimon's parents to meet, eat breakfast, and attempt to uncover the truth. Today, on the Mystery of Blodheim.
Wow.
Back to you, DM.
You guys can at least hear me, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
I can.
Yes.
You guys can't hear me?
We can.
Nope,
Yes.
can't hear you.
Ignore
Okay.
the Paimon. They lie.
Ignore the Paimon. Okay. No, I don't know. I don't know what is going on with my system today.
Puberty.
We love technology.
Entirely plausible.
Have you considered throwing it in the microwave?
Have you considered getting a new laptop? Or an actual
Have you
fucking
considered
computer?
getting a computer that's not a laptop?
Trust me, if it was something that was feasible, I would.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, what the hell?
Well, it's thinking about life
had
and doing its
children.
Okay, well, I do not know what is
thing.
up
Yeah,
with my
roughly
camera.
11,000 a year.
Oh.
Shenanigans.
Z
The
to
bad
the
kind.
Elder. We have to do a
Can I
one-shot again with
say
comic.
such
Yes! We have a comic happening.
shenanigans?
We have a comic coming on some Sunday. 16th. I just said it like a few minutes ago. My brain's already forgotten.
It's gonna be fizz.
So glad I put that Groupon out for hot demon girls.
Mm.
Elda, Zeno.
At the Outburn and have a
Purge
group
the
on.
Xeno.
Oh, there he goes again.
No.
Oh
Mamma
God.
mia. GM's
Man
gone
down.
again. My,
All right.
my.
So
When
the
will
whole
he
party is
return?
walking over towards Paimon's parents' house. When last we left, Wilhai had told Paimon that. Oh, is he back? No.
Yeah.
That that Paimon's father was talking with mysterious entities and warning him off. So we're all suspicious now. Well, what do you do as you walk over? Or we got a break. Hey, look at the time.
Hey, look at the time. It's been
11 minutes.
11
and
minutes.
42 seconds.
You have Murray. Do you have one of those old school TV technical difficulties? You know, beep, please stand by.
I
Oh,
don't.
no.
This is an alert from the Emergency Broadcast Network.
Oh, no.
If
All
this
right.
were a real emergency, you would know.
Without doing a complete restart of my computer, I don't know if I can fix this.
You should probably
don't-
do a complete restart of your computer then.
Which I don't understand because I did one right before I jumped on.
Maybe check your router, too.
Look, we have established that computers no longer work on science; they work on Forsaken Orphan magic. So it's pretty appropriate for home, to be honest.
no.
All right. Do you think,
Yeah,
Murray? Do you
yeah,
think we
right.
can go to a break
Yeah, we
and
can do
give
that.
me a second to restart? I sincerely apologize to everybody. I don't know what is going on because I keep double and triple checking this, and then there's keeps being problems on game day. So,
All
all
right.
right,
It
We'll
wouldn't
be
be
right
this
back.
game without the chaos.
that's fair.
True.
I will be right back, everybody. Let me restart.
We'll be back to.
Owl.
If it worked logically, it wouldn't be fucking life.
Exactly.
Also very true. Aye.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We need to go
I
live
think-
before this escalates even more.
Okay.
I think
fine.
we're good.
That's mostly a joke. But you're good? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
yeah.
I should be fine.
Let's roll with it. And
Very good.
Haru!
Curses.
Hi.
Well, again.
Oh, you left right beforehand.
Yay, we're all back. Huzzah.
Hi, we're back.
Wow.
Alrighty. So the decision was made, I do believe, to go and visit PaiMom's parents for a lovely brunch.
Breakfast at PaiMom's.
Breakfast at PaiMom's.
Couldn't make that sound like Tiffany.
Right, we tried.
Yeah, I can't think of a way to.
Breakfast
Warp
at
the name.
Pies.
Well, we already had weekend at Irvin's.
Breakfast at Mum's.
I want breakfast for pie, or pie for
What's
breakfast.
Pine's
Cheese.
Pie for
last
breakfast.
name?
Ori.
It's in
Ori?
the file.
I don't check anyone else's
Let's
character
go to-
sheets.
Let's see. Oh, not the character sheet. It's just in the player index.
Yeah.
Or the,
Oh, yeah, I don't check that
You got-
either.
All the NPC codexes have that in there.
Yes.
Because
That
there's
was
a
amazing.
blue bajillion siblings in there. Which the K-Fords are just as bad now, so
That's true.
it's like I can at least kind of keep track of the Oris. I can't keep track of all the K-Fords.
oh, don't worry. Wilhite can't keep track of all the K-Fords either.
Yeah. Which, hey, after yesterday, Donovan can relate.
Hey, family, you want to go have fun? Yeah, family, that would be great.
All you family, you whole family.
All of them.
Okay. Did we officially cycle the night last time? I can't
I am
remember.
long rested, so I believe so. I'm no longer sitting
Okay.
at like 16
Maybe.
HP.
All right, so
I had to recalculate my health.
as is usual for this time of the morning, the Glorpspear blurts. It's more like
No.
Oh God! So it sounds like it needs to wipe after.
well, remember when you described the
Yeah.
flatulent? Yeah, that's how it communicates.
Oh boy.
You can't see, but across its anatomy, there's a whole bunch of little slits that open and close that are connected to different sized air bladders.
That is
Oh, God.
magnificent. I am loving
Coincidentally,
this.
that's actually how Glorpspears can fly short distances.
Oh,
They
fantastic.
can inflate enough of their bladders, they can produce helium or some other lighter than air gas, probably hydrogen, and they can just float for short periods.
Makes
I can
sense.
see why Vala was exterminating those after all.
We need to make a hot air balloon out of these things.
Yes.
They also reproduce like triples.
So then the air balloon will be fine because they'll be reproducing as they die out of it.
Gets to your destination, you're on like generation 5. Okay.
We're gonna get to the ground and Peter's gonna be waiting on us with a letter saying, "You can't do that."
Cease and desist,
much.
we've been following a trail.
Okay. Do you guys want to do anything before you head off?
Donovan is just going to stare off into the distance, since he has had a significant emotional event. Suddenly, he knows how Wilhite feels.
Paimon's going to give a rundown of how things will go. First and foremost, no matter what, we are not fighting my family.
All right.
Unless they attack first. After
So,
that, all bets are off.
Better.
physically or emotionally?
That's a good question.
You
Please be
don't like
nice to our
someone.
parents. At
Let
least
us
be nice to our mother.
Oh, of course.
leave the
And
emotional
don't
warfare
mention
to.
cross-stitching. Whatever you do, don't bring that up.
Noted.
All
No
right.
cross stitching. Got it.
Mm-hmm. There will be embroidery and stuff all over the house. Our mother doesn't
Oh,
get out much. Don't talk about it. Or that will
So-
be the only thing we discuss at the table.
gotcha.
Oh, that kind of don't mention it.
Yeah, it's on the positive side of don't mention it than the negative side of don't mention it.
Right.
Oh, no. She's obsessed. She's very good at it. But we're hoping to talk about other topics.
Oh, fair. I just meant
Like-
that it's not going to be like, she'll stab us for bringing it up kind of thing. Don't mention
No.
it.
I have the
It just-
perfect example. Last night, Will High, I talked to one of your brothers, and I happened to mention one of the War of the Stars.
Oh no.
I never heard the end of it. I didn't get much sleep last night because of it.
Which brother was this?
We can
I
tell
don't
that it's
remember
been at least a
names.
decade since he's touched grass.
Is the other one
Weird,
obsessed
right?
with the
Brass
Trek of
again?
the Stars? Because I hear there's like a lot of competition between those two fan bases.
I don't even know. I don't care.
And I think the third one is obsessed with something about the duty of the call, or I don't know.
Oh no.
When
Oh,
duties
boy.
call.
Anyway,
Okay.
we will
Lying
not.
ring.
We won't mention cross stitching.
And if somebody does mention it, whoever does has to take her out to another room and listen to all of the discussions. As it's the only way to get things done.
Our
Oh.
mother is exuberant about everything that she has as a hobby, and we fully respect that. We love that about her.
There's a
But-
lot of people in the mob like that.
But she has the remarkable ability to talk endlessly for extended periods of time.
Definitely not a lot of people in the mob like that. At least not for long.
You didn't meet cousin Cindy.
Did I ever meet cousin Cindy?
You would have known.
Oh, don't you remember? It was that one time. That time that
Oh,
we don't talk about.
the particular loudmouth.
Yeah. Alrighty.
We're all loudmouths. Anyways,
No.
and I'm
There is
excited
a-
to meet your family.
There's a polite knock at the door.
Oh, we're
I
knocking
get it?
politely?
No. There's a
Or
knock
is
on
that...
PaiMom's
Oh,
door.
okay. That's the kid's sister then. Almost
Oh, I see.
certainly.
So we shouldn't put
I
this
sh-
one down either.
I should probably go get the
That's
door.
up to your personal convictions.
Okay.
Oof.
Sister is less fonded of. Got it.
That's not our sister.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah.
I presume they're talking about Vala.
This is Vala, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
yes,
Donnie's
yes.
sister.
Oh, that sister, right. Mm.
Then that would be for you, Biggie D.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go open the door.
So she she is obviously making a very careful effort. She has got her tiptoes right up against the threshold of the door, but she's not crossing it. And she says, "We all ready to go?"
Is she a vampire?
So I was about to say.
You told her you didn't want her in their house, in your
Oh,
house.
That's fine. Yeah.
Listen,
we're
just
fine
because
if you come in while we're not asleep. and while we're here. We are
Don't
not
do any work.
offering for you to stay here while we're gone. We don't know you like that yet.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes a little more sense. So she steps inside and says,
And Vala, we need to talk to you first and foremost. We are still hesitant about you given what has happened. But if there does come a time where you really need our help, we will help you.
and she nods solemn and she says, "I'm not sure I deserve that. A lot of memory started coming back last night. Didn't sleep super well.
Oh, what, did you kill people?
Yeah, let's just say the killing people was mild."
Mm.
Oh dear. I do. Paimon, is there any garlic in your house?
Okay, there's an easier test.
Paimon's
Violet,
going to call up to Prissy and be like,
look
"Darling,
at
do
the
we have
mirror.
garlic here?"
Violet, just look in the mirror over here, please.
Our mirrors are not silvered.
Oh. I thought it was all mirrors.
She looks at all of you like you're nuts, and she says, "I'm not a vampire. I don't know where you got that from."
I mean, you do turn
said
into
you weren't
smoke.
an assassin either, so.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out that part yet. Not sure why I can do that.
Well, you couldn't do that last time I saw you.
We will figure it
No.
out.
But also, we didn't know I could do this either, so.
It was an ability that manifested after I started working for that gang.
The Noble
So-
gang or the low
Yes.
cap? Okay.
No, yeah, the noble gang.
I need to adjust that.
What a great and noble gang that was.
Well, noble and very large air quotes.
Well, we can figure that out later. There's all kinds of weird shit going on.
Yes. She goes, "But I am hungry. Shall we go?"
Yeah, let's go
Of
get some
course.
grub.
Are you okay staying here by yourself? Okay, bye.
Your mother is still here.
I don't know. Did she leave? I don't know.
Are we leaving her with the cave
Paimon's
for the
father
Crafer
showed up
brothers
asking
again?
Again?
Paimon's father
She
showed
can
up and
handle herself with
Remember
them.
that?
It's no problem.
Okay, so congratulations that you two are about to become either, niece and or an aunt and an uncle, respectively.
No.
Well, I guess. It would just be a sibling for you, Bella. Another one.
I have countless
Step
siblings. Literally, I don't think I could.
No,
count.
I do believe Seraphina went back to wow, my brain is not working. Went back to Ricardo's house.
Home. Yeah.
Home-ish. She's
She
kind of
needed a little
she's kind of
stress relief.
unofficially moved back in at this point because there's bigger issues going on than their beef.
is her. Why was she here? Was it just a safe place while we were at the dinner, or something else? Because
Yeah.
why would she go?
Basically.
Okay, cool.
Safe place.
Got poisoned at my house.
And most of the muscle of the Malakotas was elsewhere.
Or couldn't be trusted.
Or that.
The law was adjusted. There were those who couldn't be trusted. So, hold on.
To what? I don't have much.
Hang
Your
on to
dick.
your butt.
Hold on to your butts.
I'm gonna need more hands.
Okay.
God.
So you guys are
Unlike
able to
me.
travel
Immovable
across the
pen.
city.
A pen.
Immovable pen.
Immovable pen.
Huh.
Did you say the things were the pens? Oh, sorry. I think I'm derailing. Oops.
Us.
Us? No,
Never.
never.
You guys are able to make your way across the city without incident. However, Wilhide does notice that there seems to be more than the usual number of people watching you. Not like a creepy zombie, the entire town is watching you, but like every so often you'll catch somebody leaning up against a corner or peering out a window that is watching you guys as you go by.
Okay. I'm guessing there's no connecting feature about any of them to like say, oh, this is obvious. Okay. Can I tell if they're watching any one of us or just the entire group?
It just looks like the group.
Okay.
But aside from that, you arrive at PaiMom's parents' house without any issue. And Vala will turn back to Paimon and say, "Any last-minute instructions?"
If our brother is there, the White Fox, don't ask him how his job is going.
No crash trip, no job. Got it.
And weirdly enough, our father has this thing about soft-boiled eggs where he gets really angry. So they're all going to be hard-boiled, and you just need to be okay with that. We're sorry.
Hard
You know,
boiled, eh?
as someone who spent a significant amount of his life hungry, I am offended by the notion that I need to be eating hard-boiled eggs.
Wait, is hard-boiled not the way you all normally have them?
I don't even eat boiled eggs in general.
Eat them raw.
I prefer them deviled.
Easy
Of course
over
you do.
usually, or scrambled.
You know, maybe my dad was right.
About which? The eggs or the don't hang out with us?
Friends.
That one was a joke. That one was a joke, and I need you guys to understand that.
All right, so you go up, ring the doorbell. Inside, you can faintly hear ding 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 ding.
Oh my god.
What does the fox say?
I don't know, what does the fox say?
Dad!
Hey, yo, papi.
So
Mom!
the door opens and you see a somewhat frazzled-looking. Checks
Take your
notes
time.
very carefully.
Take your time. Take your time.
Stellar.
No, it's
Within
Bill.
parentheses, Jim.
Everybody.
Within parentheses, Jim. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Stellar. And
Oh, hey, Jim Bob.
Oh my god.
and he goes, "Oh, yes. Welcome in. Hold on. How do you pronounce her mom's name or their mom's name? Crix? Cyrix?
Crix, yes.
Crix. Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right." She goes, "Crix has been preparing for you all morning. All morning."
She went overboard,
Oh,
didn't
that's
she?
wonderful.
And he
I love a
he looks
well-prepared party.
he looks at you and says, "Do Glorkspiels blurt?"
No,
course
that's-
she-
Mom, put the spatula down, and Paimon walks in.
I walk in after them.
I hope she made a lot because Donovan and Vala are massive eaters.
So
I nod to Stellar and it's like, "Hello, thank you for having us."
and he says, "No, you're most welcome. I apologize if our first meeting was a little bit tense."
Oh!
worried.
No, really? From the kitchen.
Really?
All right.
Oh, don't worry about it.
We love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart.
That's the you can't get mad at me now type of.
Yeah.
We love you.
Oh, come in. So the house is relatively large, fairly spacious for where it's located within the city. A little more wood than you would expect to see in somebody of the middle class. We're looking at almost something that's closer to upper class.
This bougie.
Paimon, how often does Paimon normally visit? Would you say?
Maybe once a week, whenever they
Okay.
don't have the kid with them. Maybe
Okay,
every
so
other
you-
day
okay,
when.
So probably wouldn't notice then, or they probably wouldn't have noticed. Too gradual. Let me think for a second here. There is a large dining room table through a partial archway that looks like it has been set with a truly impressive amount of food and an impressive array of dishes. And everything smells fantastic. A lot of them you can recognize as variants of popular dishes. A few smells you don't recognize at all. Let's see here. And hold on, sorry, I'm trying to cross-reference my notes here, just making sure I've got this right. And you see Crix bustling in and out of the kitchen, frantically putting dishes down, readjusting silverware for the 15th time, telling everybody to have a seat, you know, the typical mom stuff. Crix seems to be very full of energy, exuberant, without being hyperactive. Oh, Stellar just kind of makes his way over to the head of the table chair, sits down, and says, "Dear, there's more than enough on the table. Come sit down." "Hold on, I just have to get the..." "No, come sit down. We're good."
Oh, I'll help her. It's okay, and I'll follow her into the kitchen. And
Make sure all the burners are off.
Mama, come here. I want to give you a kiss. And I will grab her face and I'll kiss both cheeks. Hello, I'm Bella.
And she goes, "Well, aren't you just a dear? Here, would you put this on the table for me?"
Don't you remember what she sounded like?
Course.
I'm sorry, she's Italian.
She was.
I've never.
I've been
voiced
New
her.
York.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
you have.
me, remember?
Oh, motherfucker.
She's the classic.
She was from New Jersey, but she spent a really long time in England.
Oh no, she's one of them.
Come on, no, she sounded
Fuck
like
off.
she sounded like the doting Jewish mother that you hear in sitcoms all the time.
Okay, you're right. I did forget that. You're right. I thought I hadn't voiced her. "Well, aren't you a sweetheart? Here, go put this on the table and then sit down. It's time to eat."
There we go.
What is this? Is that oregano? I
What?
love oregano.
Oh yeah, those are the savory rolls. They're not PaiMom's favorite, but I still like them.
Mommy
Don't worry.
grows her own oregano.
Don't worry, PaiMom. I made you the plain rolls too, the way you like them.
Thank you.
Alright.
Donovan is trying not to salivate, but he's also waiting for the hosts to eat their own food first. It's a mob habit.
Yeah. Eventually, everybody sits down. What?
PaiMom cuts?
What the hell?
What?
What is this?
What in God's name is that?
What am I looking at?
What's happening?
Cuts
I'm
of
sorry.
what? Who knows?
Chat. Apparently, there's a new menu item.
PaiMom's cuts.
What?
Ugh.
I don't understand.
Wilhai asks, is there a assigned seating, or is it just anywhere?
Just make yourself at home, darling.
Thank you.
Wow, I slipped into Edna mode there.
Wilhai
Don't think about the
Ugh.
then. It distracts from the now.
No capes, honey.
Wilhai sits down at the chair that he can best look out the window and see the door.
I took the mob seat. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Manners maketh man.
All right, so everybody sits down. There, like I said, there are a truly impressive array of dishes on the table.
I'm
There's
gonna
like
leave my
breakfast-
hat and coat at the door.
I'm not taking my
there's
hat
various
off. Or coat.
That's fair.
there's bacons and hams or the home equivalent of them. You've got breakfast casseroles and puddings and fruits, a few of which you've actually never seen before. Completely unknown fruit types that you've never seen in the past before. Jellies, jams, coffee, the whole 9 yards. Like this is. She clearly got up at like 5 a.m. to start this.
5 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, basically. Poor Stellar has like this 1,000-mile stare going on.
Oh.
All right, so after they start eating, yeah. So, tell us about your friends. Well, introduce your friends to us.
So, we all met because of a mutual friend. And we took up some sports with one another. And recently we've been
Yes.
talking about business stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
not think business.
Yeah.
But we've become, very fast friends. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we like risk our lives for each other now at this point.
She goes, oh.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
And before you ask, Mother, we are no closer to getting married.
Oh, but
Good for you. Honestly.
I mean, come on. There's already a kid. What are you waiting for?
Doesn't matter if they have a kid. Marriage is
Look,
meh.
marriage is an important bond that shows the connection. Just like I have a connection to my Stella. And she reaches over and does the overly affectionate pat on the shoulder thing. Poor Stellar. Yes, dear. A bond that nothing can separate.
That's
Insight check.
so freaking adorable.
That better not be foreshadowing, sweet Jesus.
Paimon kind of picks up on the fact that their father is being not as lovey-dovey as their mother would like, and they just kind of turn to look at him.
Eyes
Still
lily
the
white.
same smile, but all four eyes blink at, separately from one another, trying to make sure, hey, this is to get your attention.
You can see that he's looking right at you, but very little expression as normal for him.
Wait, is each eye are all eyes blinking at the same time, or is each eye just blinking
blip, 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 blip.
individually?
Like a frog blink, but worse.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That
That is
it's the
creepy as hell.
Awesome
Mhm,
blink.
the Toy
Yeah.
Story blink.
Yeah. Why can I totally see Paimon having codes with what each order
Which
of the
eye
eye blinks
blinks.
means?
Yeah, Paimon's not limited to binary. Paimon's got like quadrary or something.
Oof.
That's a lot more. I think that's close to 100 possible combinations, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
No,
boy.
I forget. No, it's more. It's less than that, but that's a lot of combinations.
Appropriate for the wizard.
And so he kind of shakes himself and says, I wouldn't trade my beautiful Crix for the world.
May I roll an
beautiful-
insight?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm trying to tell. Basically, I'm trying to tell if this is genuine but feeling awkward, or if he's, BSing.
Gotcha.
Reminds me of Poppy a little bit. Makes me want to punch him in the face, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh. Nat 1 for 8 total.
Tasty.
okay.
Last time you did that, we got banned from an establishment. We had to intimidate the owner to get you back in.
You're pretty sure that he is terrified for his life.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Can I
Off
tell
a
by
natural
who?
8.
No.
Off an 8.
Okay, just scared.
Scared. Ooh, weird.
So he kind of does the stage whisper thing and says, he doesn't like it when I call her Foxy, but she's Foxy.
I'm sorry, did you just say Foxy?
You a sleeper agent?
This is a weird family.
Foxy.
What? Were you
Start shooting
really
everybody.
expecting anything normal out of the Fox family?
I mean,
No, wait. Okay, so he didn't say Foxy.
No, a normal
He said
family.
Foxy?
Fox!
Foxy.
Oh,
X.
okay.
It's
That's my little fox
it's
toy.
a cute kitsune joke.
Toy. Fox toy.
Fuck.
I'll make you a little fox toy.
Well, that's wonderful.
Oh
So,
boy.
An
So,
entirely different kind of F toy.
so PaiMom's mother, what should we call you? Do you want to be called Crix or Mrs. Ori or just PaiMom's mom? How shall we refer to you? This is a marvelous breakfast, by the way. Brunch. Sorry.
Yes, thank you so
Oh,
much.
thanks, you sweetie. You can just call me Ma. It's fine.
Just wondering, have any of the Ori family eaten any of this food yet? Specifically the
Oh, yeah.
parents? Okay.
Yeah. For the one thing that Stellar seems to be enthusiastic about is eating.
Okay. In that case, Donovan, noticing that the hosts are gouging in, is going to start eating too. Because he is starving.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you don't get a spread like this very often.
I'm gonna give it 10 minutes just in case Donovan keels over dead, and then I'll start eating.
That's completely fair. Although, be warned, there may not be that much left, because Vala and Donovan are quite big eaters.
I feel like Irvin
Biggie
eats
D
like
and
me.
Biggie V.
Not much.
Ah,
Oh.
That was not intentional.
whoops.
Sure.
Oh god. Anyway,
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry your siblings couldn't be here. I tried to get them to come, but you know how they are. Pretty sure one of them's still asleep on the couch. I cannot figure him out. It's not like we're nocturnal, like not really anymore. But he doesn't want to be up during the morning. So, what can you do?
he's still sleeping and he's missing this gorgeous brunch.
Believe it or not, he
And the
would
view.
much rather go out and get fried glorpspiel from the cart down the street.
Where is he? I'll go wake him up.
Okay, look, fried glorspiear is nice at times, but come on, this is just...
She goes, no,
Is this-
let him be. He's
I just
working
look
hard.
at
He's
Paimon
trying-
like,
Are these honey sausages?
I could go wake him up. This is ridiculous. He has to be down here for family brunch. This is
Paimon's
That's so
going to
rude.
lean over to whisper in Bella's ear. He farts at the table.
that's kind of gross.
I'll lean over.
Leave him be.
Jeez.
Was there suddenly a little bit more wind?
Probably spreads
Yeah.
the smell even faster.
Jeez.
There is always wind just
Our
flowing
mouth was
perpetually around
open.
me. Thank you,
He
Robin.
farts at the table, so you don't want him here? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, pass the
It's
pancakes.
for the best.
Okay. Yes.
It's for the best.
I just think
Oh, thank you.
We don't even have to voice more characters.
I would have
You
been
can want the
punished
syrup.
so severely if I didn't come down for a brunch.
He's
like
already
this.
voicing 2 NPCs.
Sir,
So, what do y'all do for a living?
Donovan
Oh,
is just going to
Swedish there.
chew very awkwardly while looking back and forth.
I just look at Paimon.
Well, our friend Donovan is in the business of hired security. He's putting those broad shoulders to use, you know.
I'm a bodyguard. I keep people safe from people who, like have bad intentions. Which, hey, this is home. A lot
Or
of
the
those.
paparazzi.
Bella is a physical trainer.
Wilhelm chokes on his food. and coughs
I
up.
start laughing.
Donovan is
Just
doing the
laughing
same
out
thing.
Irvin
Donovan and Will are
retired
pantomiming.
recently, if memory serves.
I
So
did,
he's just enjoying trying to have a bit of time to himself.
He does a little bodyguarding on the side, too.
Got to make some splashes somehow.
And Will High's currently getting reacquainted to some estranged family members, so he's taking a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got family? You should bring
Yeah.
them over sometime. Are they nice?
They're very,
Overall,
very
yeah.
friendly.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
Donovan's just going to look over at his sister, who is eating just as much as he is.
More than I
So
can
she's-
count on. More than I can keep track of, honestly. And there's so many.
She's going to look over at Vala and say, "And what about you, Dia? What do you do?" And Vala's going to.
She hunts glorp spears. Glorp spears.
She goes. I just recently have changed
Glorp
careers.
spears.
I was part of a corporate negotiation team. I helped convince reluctant business partners to see things our way.
You go get them.
That's a good way.
That was one way of putting it.
Not gonna lie, I asked that question just because I wanted to see how you'd BS all of your jobs.
I like it.
That was the most, well, technically, answers I could give.
You all know what we do. What do you all do?
And she goes, "Oh, I'm mostly a mother and a cook. I take care of my family. I love every one of them. But recently, I have actually been doing some part-time work as a botanist."
Have you
Botanist.
considered doing part-time work as a chef? Because this is delicious.
Oh no! The second I charge money for something, it's not the same anymore. You know, you gotta have the love in the food. Look, you gotta put love in absolutely everything you do. Like cross stitch. You see? Now, cross stitch is something that you can put
Didn't even
love.
bring it up.
Johnny!
Yes.
It's your turn. You have to take mommy out of the room.
No. I did mention cross stitch. She brought it up herself.
Mother,
Stiller,
you're
what do you
talking with
do?
your mouth full.
Ooh,
You remember what you always
it's alright. It was
said.
a mistake, but please be quiet. While you
Everyone,
eat.
quick, stuff your face.
And what about you, Stellar?
Stellar quickly pops up and says, he goes, "Oh, I'm an accountant. Very boring stuff. Business management and such."
Oh,
Then why do
I've
you
done
have such
accounting
nice
work for some
recording
time.
work? Or recording equipment, Dad? An accountant.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, yeah. I mean, is that one of those jobs where you have to call people up and like, talk to them over those magical communication devices, and so you can transfer funds or whatever quickly?
Oh, my goodness, I would be happy if I never had to see another one of those devices in my life. His Paimon just chokes.
Elbow.
You were getting like 4 tails whapping you on the back, like shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the
And
fuck
what
up.
about-
Was that a
shut the
rude
fuck
question?
up.
What about your son on the couch? What's he do? He said he works hard.
And he looks at you. He looks at you very deadpan and says, "No,
He's an influencer.
his mother said that." Yes, his mother said he works hard.
You have my sympathies.
Hmm.
Have you considered institutionalization?
Kind of just does the slow.
I glare at Big D.
Donovan. Should we maybe be kind to one another's siblings? Can we be forgiving of sibling
you're-
shortcomings?
You're gonna start that one on me now, huh? Come on.
Vala continues to choke on food. And she... Are you all right, dear? You seem to have a hard time. Is something not to your liking?
Allergies.
Oh, no.
It's the
very good.
fox hair.
She goes, and she kind of picks up on the cue and goes, it is unfortunate, but I love my brother's friends so much that I put up with it.
Right.
It's not deadly or anything, just a little tickle, right, Vala?
Oh yes, just a little tickle and a little bit of an itch and compulsive. Yeah, that's all it is.
Right.
Just so you know, the itch only gets worse over time. Eventually, it starts feeling like someone's screaming in your ear.
starts to feel like a dragon screaming in your ear.
Okay.
Almost.
Stellar.
So he just looks up.
So I had a little bit of a stint as an accountant for a while, and I'm curious to hear what kind of recording you've done, or what kind of clients you had. Some of them can be pretty interesting, don't you think?
And he looks at you for a second and says, I suspect that you and I do a different sort of accounting.
Oh no, used to. Now I'm a physical trainer, totally different.
He goes, I assure you, it is incredibly boring, but
Oh
I,
please enlighten me.
I
always love the boring stories. You can always put a fun twist on it if you want.
The banking
the,
regulations are really a combination of 12 different regulation sectors.
He says, well, in a nutshell, I affect. Yeah, I don't know what many days.
Biggie D, smart
You know.
out of nowhere.
Well, remember, he's actually got like one of the higher intelligences out of the group.
He started thinking with his other brain for once.
No, I have low intelligence, but I have surprisingly high wisdom for a barbarian.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's for the
so
survival
he's-
checks.
Yes. And so I don't fail as many will saves as I otherwise probably would.
Basically, I work for a middleman company that helps to facilitate transfer of trade goods between the different noble houses. I make sure that I
Ooh.
facilitate the negotiations for how many splashes the grain that's grown on the surface costs, and just a myriad of other things.
Any
It is-
interesting deals recently, Dad?
Oh, well, now that I think about it, one of the noble families ordered an extraordinarily large shipment of chocolate, like a strangely large amount. Don't know what's
Kind of
going
chocolate.
on. Just
Was
Like
it
dark.
general-
What's the
Milk, dark.
Isn't that
what's the
the,
cocoa percentage?
wait, isn't that the stuff that the boss has at the mansion all the time? Yeah, the Lord, that stuff ain't cheap.
What boss was that again?
Ricardo.
Donovan, you should try
Um.
this. And I shove my fork in my mouth.
Radis is saying something. Probably, hopefully, that Ricardo
Don't
word.
say things.
Those are words we should not
I'm
be
just,
saying in
start
front of these
coughing
people.
when you're saying that. I'm so sorry. I got a fox hair in my mouth. Ooh.
Did you say grain from the surface?
Yeah, from the dome's surface where all the fields are.
Oh,
That
okay.
surface, not that
Yeah,
surface.
not-
Took me
Okay.
a moment to.
It's in- yeah.
I was confused.
I will say that is one perk of the job. I actually get to go to places that a lot of other people wouldn't normally get to see.
Hey, what do you think of the
Those-
sun?
And he goes, the sun is a wonderful thing. I really wish there was a way to replicate its light down here. But I make reasonable money, but I don't make enough for a home on the surface.
This is a nice
Or
house
on
you
the
got
outer
here,
dome.
though. You've done well with
Also,
Right?
the
I've worked hard. I've tried.
architecture. That's a word. Looks good.
I appreciate it. We've made changes slowly over time.
Hey, Miss P, is this... You made these eggs?
And she goes, oh yeah, of course.
They're great. I love them made this way. I can't stand them any other way. Thanks.
He goes, no, those are actually believe it or not, those are actually cockatoo eggs. Yeah,
Really?
I know. Yeah, we got a friend that keeps a whole herd of them. Not herd, a whole
Surprised the
flock of them.
size.
Yeah, I like them a lot better than the normal eggs.
They're more gamey.
Look, Glorpspear is great, but sometimes I'm not a fan of the eggs. You know.
That's awesome. Well, thanks.
I have a question for you, both of you, Mama and Papa. How did you meet?
That's a good one.
And this time, Stellar has a genuine smile on his face. And Crix blushes and says, "Oh, we don't need to go into that."
Oh, I want to hear it.
I'm curious.
So, yeah, Paimon would have heard this story numerous times. And Paimon would probably be doing the, no, we really don't need this story.
Oh no.
So let us tell you about a client that we recently had.
Oh, that sounds like a really good story, actually. I kind of want to hear it even more now.
And she goes, Paimon's mom goes, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. So tell us about your latest client there."
That bad of a story.
Yes, so
I'll find out one of these days.
she was involved in multiple murders, and
Murders? Are you
Yes,
getting
you know-
mixed up in business that you're not supposed to be in?
Mom, you raised us better than that, and you know that we work as a correctional stop for people to get reintroduced into society with less violent tendencies.
Well, yeah, but I thought you were dealing with people who, like, you know, stole an apple off. Or I need to have better fruit names. Stole an apple off the stand cart, or, you know, got a little upset with their partner and threw something. You know.
Stole a loaf of bread, you know, that kind of thing.
Stole a
That's
loaf
not
of bread.
violent enough.
Got sentenced to 19 years in jail. Has a bunch of songs.
Yes.
From what I have
yes,
seen
we
of
had
Paimon,
fun.
she is more than capable.
We had fun working with Jean Valjean and Aladdin, but those days are over.
Nice. Who's putting those in the NPC codex?
Unfortunately, the people that are most in need of help are those who usually get overlooked due to fear. We want to offer our services to those who would not have the opportunity to reintegrate to society otherwise. Anyways, we were talking to her family, and it turns out that she was trying to claim self-defense for her and her family, but she entered the wrong home and was staying in the wrong home, not her home. And unfortunately, the neighbor couple, whenever they came back, they were interpreted as being trespassers.
Goes, "Oh
It
my."
was a very unfortunate mix-up.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm. We're
Well, I'm glad
not so worried about violence with this one, so much as it is any possible like disconnect from reality. That's what we are looking into.
Because, oh yeah, there's a lot of that going around. I tell you, people have been crazy lately.
Talk about
I went to the market a couple of days ago. You know, the one where we usually go to buy the herbs, the ones that I don't grow? You remember that nice lady that's behind the counter, Mrs. Melanchol?
Yeah.
You know, the one that's been there for like, what?
How
What do
many
you-
leaves? The herbs that they don't grow? How many leaves? 7? Okay.
I'm
Marijuana?
totally missing a joke here. Oh, no.
Irvin, we do not grow weed.
I do. I mean, it's on my back seal there. What's wrong with that?
I might need
What has
to move
fire
It is
in
very specifically something that is regulated from the surface.
How do you
no,
know?
Chris,
How do
is
you
that a
know light down
marijuana?
here?
Is that
It's
a,
not marijuana.
is that a marijuana?
I would like to
Only
buy
has a scope for
and
marijuana.
drugs, please.
And drug, please.
Sorry, what were you saying about the nice lady?
Yeah. Anyway, no, you gotta. She has worked
Is she okay?
there. Well, she seems to be. She's worked there for like 15 years, right? Well, I went up to her and I started talking to her, and it was like she just zoned out, staring off into space, blank expression. And then when I shook her to get her attention, she turned and looked at me. Actually, she didn't look at me. She looked through me, like she didn't know who I was and like I wasn't there. It took her a minute to snap out of it, and then she went on like nothing had happened. It was weird.
And you said
Strangest
it's
thing, I tell you.
been happening more often. Like, more
She
people
goes-
have been doing that.
No, it's just people have been distracted lately. You know, they're not paying attention. They're staring off into space at random points. Sometimes
into
people
things-
are acting strange.
Not like they know where they're going.
Yeah, kind of like that. It's weird. I don't know what to tell you.
And you only go in the districts around here.
She goes, well, usually, every so often, Stella is a dear and takes me up to the top and lets me walk through the fields. Get special access that way. It's great.
We can't go up there, but are they doing the same thing up there? Like, are they acting
He goes,
disturbed?
I hadn't noticed it, but it's mostly just around here I've noticed. I mean, it's not like it's everybody, and it's not like it's all over. It's just been happening more often. Now, everybody has a bad day. Everybody zones out once in a while, but not this many people, not all at the same time.
Wilhite glances towards the window.
At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Does he see anything outside?
From outside, you see a great purple eye.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey, there's our sister.
I am the sister, a beholder! Behold my eyes!
Copyrighted.
It's not
Yeah, I don't think we
copyrighted,
can
that's
say
public
that.
domain now. We can.
She dropped
is it?
leaves.
Yeah, we're perfectly fine saying all that stuff. If it was all
Huzzah.
copyrighted, I would
Nice.
not be able to have the Alberin name.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to remember one thing. It's like, wait, is that in the area or not? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Anyway, do I see anything weird outside?
Nothing.
Okay.
So it's not, and Stellar says, no, it's not like we go up there all the time, but every so often I'm able to pull strings and we have a nice little picnic date.
Aw. That's adorable. Rolls eyes.
I mean, like, look, I can, Stellar, wow, Crix can babble on and on for like our entire game session. Like, this can happen. So if you've got questions, you might want to head that direction.
No, please.
Gentle
continue to
nudge
have a lot.
from the GM. What?
Dad, can we talk to you in private real quick?
Goes,
Hey, Miss P, do you
yeah.
mind giving the rest of us a tour of your house?
I would
oh,
love that.
certainly. Wow.
Stay the
that's-
fuck out of our room.
And she goes,
Especially
don't go in
Paimon's
here.
room. I really
I
need
don't
to
go
see
in the
that
kids'
now.
rooms. You know that. You know better than that.
I will
I will.
fucking murder you if you try to go in PaiMom's room.
We are
Pardon?
still sorting things. It's messy.
That's disgusting.
Figured
There's
I'll
like
take mine.
there's like 2 books out of place.
One of them's on the desk and it's just open up to page 2.
Yeah.
Like, that's a mess.
chaotic.
I'm not reading it.
Chaotic. I see Paimon
Everything's out of order.
well, I because of the type of work Paimon does, I can absolutely see them being meticulously clean, like almost compulsively and organized. I could be totally wrong. I could just see it. So
Oh yes,
she'll
Dad.
So she will take you all off on a tour of the house, and so the dad says,
Wilhite follows like up the stairs or down the hall or whatever, but as soon as he's just out of normal hearing range, like when he can't hear Paimon and their dad's voices anymore, like as they're just speaking, he kind of just hangs back. So if he hears anything that gets louder, he'll immediately pop back over there.
Can I also situate strategically, put Bella next to Miss P, and then put Biggie D and myself just behind, kind of blocking the view to Wilhite, so he can skedaddle if
Probably.
needed quietly?
so, sorry, wow, I'm having the hardest time tracking names here. Stiller looks
It's
up
normal.
and says, all right, sweetheart, what's going on? I can tell there's something up, and I know you're trying not to worry your mother. Are you okay? Do you need help? What's up?
We're just concerned about why you were so up in arms about our friends. I mean, what do you think of them now?
And he says, they seem very nice, but everybody seems very nice when you're sitting down at our table. Very few people would risk upsetting your mother. They all have the look and feel of ruffians. Minus the Will High fellow.
I wasn't actually expecting that.
He actually seems okay, but
The guy who goes around in street fights.
I mean,
It's with good reason he goes in street fights.
The
Thank you
guy
very
who
much.
looks for fights.
Yeah.
Looks fine.
also keep in mind though, noble upbringing, so
True, yeah.
his mannerisms would be a little different.
He's got good posture compared to the rest of you shrimp-looking motherfuckers.
Clothes aren't in tatters.
Yeah, I was like, I could see everybody just walks around like this. Yes, now we're going to breakfast at PaiMom's house.
Yes, we're going to breakfast with PaiMom's.
Oh, please.
I think it's going to be quite delightful.
We all
Oh
know
my
he
god. Okay,
It's going to be
that's enough.
great.
just extends the pinky.
Uh,
God, I don't
Anyway.
have that flexibility anymore.
So yes, they just don't seem like the kind of people you would normally associate with, and your mother and I did our best to raise you well, and we don't always see eye to eye, but I know you got a good head on your shoulders, but every ounce of my instinct tells me something's going wrong, or something's going on.
What are you afraid of? What do you
He-
think we can't handle?
He looks like he considers about 3 different responses before he finally settles on and says, do you remember when you got your first pet fish and then you decided that you wanted the fish to be free and you wanted me to go release him in one of the ponds up top? Do you remember the thing I told you at the time? There's always a bigger fish. You're a pretty big fish, but there's always a bigger fish.
What
And,
bigger fish do you know of?
He goes,
What should we be looking out
There's-
for?
always a bigger fish. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. That's just something you learn. And actually, crap, how old would he be now? Because PaiMom's 30,
My mom's 30, yeah.
and I'm suspecting
Could be in like late 40s, early 50s. No, like yeah. Could be like this happened at 18. Could be like
No, this is more like, I was picturing like 10.
like 10?
Yeah.
Wait, he had a. Oh, wait. Who was at 10?
No, Paimon being 10.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought that
no,
we
no.
were talking about like the age
No,
difference
no.
between Paimon and their father.
Oh, no. I was
Oh
just,
yes, 10 years. 10 years difference.
Yeah. No, there's just nothing problematic about that at all.
Nope.
No, I'm kind of picturing him being, in late 50s. That's where my brain has him. So, you're smart, but I've been on this on this earth. I've been on this city for nearly twice the number of years you have, and there's just some things you learn over time.
Oh my gosh, he's younger than me.
Irvin, you're actually technically, I think, technically, Stellar's younger than you.
Yeah, I'm 67.
Yeah, you're the old fart of the group.
I'm the old fart of this house right now.
He goes,
Sit down, youngins.
Settle down now.
he goes,
My lawn. Oh, shit. I can't afford a lawn.
You've heard me talking to your mother. You know that there's always rumors about how the nobles are making deals with the mafia and how people are going missing and all that craziness. Just that those rumors have increased dramatically recently. And I don't know what the nobility's up to, but there's just been a lot of strange strange cargo request recently.
Dad, do you remember our second fish? Mr. Gooey Gills?
Oh yeah, that one that for some reason just spewed mucus everywhere he went. Yeah, I remember that one.
Do you remember whenever you told us that you set him free too? But he actually got flushed down the pipe? And we found out?
I was trying not to break your little heart.
Did all the mucus cause a backup?
Touching moment! Don't ruin it!
You flushed PaiMom's hagfish.
It hurt worse whenever we found out the truth. Not because we didn't suspect it, but because we trust you implicitly.
You gotta learn, Paimon. Never trust anybody. Not completely. Everybody's got an angle. Everybody's got secrets. There's things about your mother and I that you will never know. And that's not because I don't trust you or don't love you, but there's details about our marriage that I really don't think you want to know about.
And yet, you tell us.
Oh, I
But-
just tell you the fun parts.
We hear one more foxhole or foxglove joke. We swear to God.
I swear on your mother's furry backside that I will stop making those jokes.
That was so weird, Dad.
Yeah, I know. That's my job, is to make you feel weird. Look,
This man
I
found
just
true
want-
happiness in a foxhole.
Oh,
I think it was a glory hole.
Nope, that's where the celestial comes in. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dad!
What?
We don't have DNA tests on home.
And he goes, yeah. Anyway, how's your work coming? Have you gotten any closer to figuring out why your blood donations don't work?
In theory.
No. Because it's weird, because we assume that, some of that gene comes from me, and yet I seem to be able to donate blood without any problems.
It could just be a combination.
Possibly.
We... You raised us to be cunning, sharp, and resourceful. To the point that we can find things out. And there are
Yes.
things that you know that you think we don't.
Oh. Care to enlighten me on what you think I think you know that I think... Wait. What you know that I think that you know that I know that she knows that... You know what I mean.
We do. And for the sake of our relationship, we want to offer maybe one more chance. Anything pertinent to us that maybe you don't want to tell us, that could be instrumental in, keeping us alive.
His eyes take on that distant, conflicted look that you've seen before. And just as he's opens his mouth to answer, all of a sudden, one of his communication devices rings. And he very awkwardly looks at you and kind of drops his eyes and says, that's the big boss. I gotta take that. I'll be right back. And he rushes faster than necessary off to his office.
Nice. Ring, ring, ring.
Um,
banana
Let's
phone.
follow him.
Okay,
It's
you're
like-
following him? Okay, cool.
Is this like the 80s where you can listen in and you just gotta be real quiet on the other end?
Yeah, just like pick up the stone, put your hand on the receiver.
Yes.
The awkward thing is,
where's
it
the
works with any
office?
rock. I have not planned the layout of their house.
Is it upstairs, downstairs, in the same hall?
What can I
You know?
say?
It's in his lady's chamber.
Okay.
And no, probably on the upstairs. And so anyway, this is the laundry room. I know it's a bit of a luxury, but we do have one of those newfangled washing devices. They're
Whoa.
great. It takes all the work out for me.
So fancy.
How long have you lived here?
It's like, oh goodness. Oh, since shortly after Paimon was born. Actually, it was
When was that?
what, 30 years ago? No, hold on. We moved here later than that, though. Yeah. Now, it was about, I think Paimon was 2 when we moved here. So, 28 years? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Where were you before that?
Oh, we were roughly the same. We were about 1 level down, but on the opposite side. There's a real nice neighborhood over there, much lower income, but still nice. And then, Stella landed that nice job at the firm he's at now, and we got a pay grade up. He got a pay increase, and he was able to move us up here.
Very nice to be moving up in the world, huh?
Well, we try.
It looks like you do more than just try.
Oh, well, I do my best to be a good mom. It's hard sometimes. All of my children are very unique individuals.
But that's
And,
wonderful.
It's one way of putting it.
You
Don't make Paimon's mom mad.
Oh,
No kidding. She will end you.
You don't know what terrified is until you've been spanked by a 7-foot fox.
oh, is the mom 7 feet too?
Oh, actually, I don't know. I just kind of assumed that the height ran in the family.
Glory, glory, what
I had a way to
Way
die.
to die.
Got spanked away by my mom's mom. Didn't work on that one.
Paimon's mom has got it
Going on.
Oh no.
She wags her tail like no one else does.
You have to understand that the way I'm picturing Paimon's mom is the most motherly,
Oh yeah, I agree.
almost 1950s housewife-ish Jewish mother personality. Very
Like
beautiful,
the
but
apron. The very pristine
Yeah,
white
but-
apron with
but not-
embroidery on the edges.
like the opposite of Bella's mom in almost every way.
Okay.
Bella's mom got
Yeah.
it.
got it going on.
Has that same mama gonna take care of you?
But it's in a very different
Very
way.
Yeah,
different
it's true.
way.
Both mamas will take care of you.
Both mamas will take care of you.
They still. She's
One's-
Italian or Moldavian. It's similar, but
One's
different.
made to prove Freud right, the other one's made to prove Freud wrong.
One of which is going to increase your waistline massively. The other is probably going to decrease your wallet.
I'm pretty sure
Desist.
both of them will
Desist.
increase the waistline with
Anyway,
how much food they're feeding us.
by the way, as soon as Paimon followed their dad upstairs, Wilhai slipped, around and is halfway up the stairs.
Why would Bella get you fat?
Anyway, continue.
Wine.
Anywho,
Mm.
so Paimon's dad rushes in.
Oh, I wasn't saying stop the conversation.
I was switching back to them
Yeah.
temporarily. He goes in, picks it up, and says, "Stella here." Yes. I told you not to call me during this. I am trying to have breakfast with my family. Yes, I understand, and I will do my best. No, not yet. Look, I get that it's urgent, but you don't need to threaten us. I'll figure it out. Just look, don't call back here, okay? And then puts the rock down and just kind of.
Wilhi heads outside and immediately starts looking up and down the street, and also goes to nearest windows to where he deduces the father's office is, and immediately begins looking for any sort of threat. Casually, of course. He looks perfectly calm.
Was Donovan close enough to hear any of that?
Still, I'm pretty sure that.
You can't hear
Rick's
anything
drowned out.
over, yeah,
Yeah.
over Paimom's mom.
Makes sense.
You're listening to a door. Hey, this is the guest bathroom. The soaps that we got here? This one smells like grapefruits. I didn't even know there were two things. There's a grapefruit and a grape.
What have I done?
Oh, and
my
this one over
goodness.
here, this smells like pineapple. Do you know how hard it is to get pineapples? None of the majors, they can't ever seem to get them right.
Have you tried digging a giant hole in the ground and using horse urine?
The hell is a horse?
I actually shit you not. That is a World War II result to growing pineapple in England, in the ground, using horse urine as helping to grow. They still do it today. It's the most expensive fruit, one of the most expensive fruits in the world.
The only experiment I remember is where they had everyone eat potatoes and they complained about the amount of flatulence.
Okay. Wilhi, it's a hunch more than anything else. There is a guy just kind of lounging off on the street corner. He is physically doing nothing suspicious whatsoever.
Mhm.
But you just get a feeling that something's not quite right.
You don't vibe well.
Yeah.
You have the bad vibes.
For some reason, not passing the vibe check. Cannot point to anything whatsoever that would give you that impression. He just doesn't pass the vibe check.
Yo, Spidey sense is tingling.
The vibes, the vibes, the vibes.
Okay, so he's Batman and Spider-Man.
We already established that he's Iron Man because he literally builds magic shit, or at least used to.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Batman, Iron Man,
He's more. He's actually in this case. He's more still just Batman because world's greatest detective. Everybody forgets about that piece of Batman.
this is fair, but he also did make basically a battle armor for his comrade,
true, but some variants of Batman can do the same thing.
Either
True,
way.
but he never leaned
Either
into
way.
it as much as he could.
So
Wilhi
So-
puts on his most noble, intimidating charm that he can.
okay.
But both the "Hi, I'm friendly, but you really don't want to mess with me because I'm rich" sensation.
I am friendly. I'm also better than you.
Yes, exactly. And I will hang you if I want.
I can buy and sell you without blinking.
Yes.
Your kidneys are for sale. I know the right people.
How much do you want to sell them for?
Notice I'm not asking, did you want to sell them? I'm asking you.
Yes, I'm giving you an option on the price. You could bid a little. Walks over and says, "Why, hello there. How's it going today? It's a wonderful day, isn't it?"
And the guy kind of just looks over at you and is like, yes, good sir, it is a wonderful day. Can I help you with something?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I just feel exceedingly friendly today. The world is bright, the lights are shining, home is safe, and nothing dangerous at all could possibly happen. And so I'm just feeling in a very friendly mood.
Hi-yo.
Tell me about yourself.
Pushing.
He's got this wide-eyed, like, what kind of lunatic did I just run into look on his face and says, I would love to engage in a conversation like that, but I have to go. My glorp spear's on fire. And
Oh,
turns
really?
around and walks away.
Quick,
That is a brilliant way to get rid of people.
yeah. Quick glance around. Is anything else off? Like, was he the only one, or now that he's gone, is there something else?
He was really the only one. And again, it's weird because you really cannot put your finger on it. But he just seemed off. Even though his behavior was completely normal for the situation too.
Except his flaming Glockspear.
Except the flaming glorp spear.
That is really suspicious. That's not normal.
That's sus.
So
Sussy Becca.
I mean, to be
I'm
fair,
gonna follow him for a couple blocks, being very stealthy.
to
The
be fair,
imposter is
when you let them
sus.
burn, they get really, really bitter.
You are going to follow the individual for a couple of blocks. So Paimon I'm sure overheard that conversation.
Wait,
What-
my conversation with him or the one?
No, with the phone, the communication conversation. So what does Paimon do? Do you go into the office? Do you go back to find your mom?
Paimon is very much so just going to stand right outside of the office door, big ol' ears fixated towards their father.
Get those ears.
This is probably
God dang ears.
the most attentive he's ever seen Paimon, because Paimon tends to be a little bit aloof sometimes. But this is, you have 100% of my attention, and it's probably terrifying.
And he hasn't. Well, see, at this point, he hasn't even turned around to see the doorway. He was facing away from the doorway when he was taking his call. But without even turning around, he says, "Did you know that when you focus on me really hard, I can actually feel your eyes? It's weird."
That makes sense.
Could probably intimidate a lot of people that way.
We're not trying to intimidate you.
He goes, "You couldn't intimidate me. Even if you killed me, all I would see is that adorable little fox asking for uppies."
We're not going to
Go-
do anything to you.
Goes,
Anything besides ask.
"You have apparently caught the attention of some very powerful people.
Damn it.
You have to
You-
understand, we did our best to keep you safe and to keep the half of our nature secret. I never really explained that having part celestial blood could be dangerous, but I hoped that the pieces you got from your mother would alter your appearance sufficiently that you'd be safe. I guess I
No,
was
we
wrong."
just look really weird.
He goes, "But weird is accepted on home for the most part. But no, apparently you've
Dad, we
come to
pulled
the-
mad puss. It's okay.
He like stops and turns completely around and says, "Is this how you feel when I talk about your mother?"
Ah!
Aha.
See, this is why you shouldn't discuss casserole at dinner.
Yeah. I did not exactly accept my current position voluntarily. I was recruited by some very powerful people that somehow knew of your half of the bloodline. I have done everything in my power to keep them away from you, but they just keep asking for more and more and more. And they have shown an incredible interest lately in your research. And they are pressuring me to find out why exactly your blood doesn't work in the donations. And I've stalled them for a very, very long time. But they seem to be getting insistent. So, when they made a far more overt threat than normal yesterday, I got worried and immediately came over to your house to make sure you were okay. I was just trying to be a good father. I thought I could protect you from this, but it seems I can't anymore. And it seems that you grew up on me. And probably far more capable than I am anymore.
Don't sell yourself short.
I don't know what to do. These people are everywhere.
Who specifically do we need to look out for? What is coming for us?
I don't fully understand. Because there's no logic, rhyme, or reason to the people that approach me to deliver messages. It could be the butcher, or it could be a random gardener up on the surface. It could be an old friend that I've known for 20 years. And they will come and they will deliver a message. And then, when I get the guts to ask them about it again, they claim to have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't get it.
Are we being listened to presently?
He kind of does the...
Heck if I know.
There's nobody in the house, and I've swept it repeatedly for any form of listening device, but my magic is a little stronger than average, but it's not that strong. Somebody who was far better than me could have easily slipped something by. I don't understand why they care so much. You're only half celestial. And it's a miracle that you're that much, because I'm only half. I don't know how the bloodline fully transferred to you when it does not seem to have affected your siblings.
Since we're being fully honest and open, let's talk. We've been taking on some very powerful clientele recently. Some very divisive clientele. And clientele with information about something that seems to be plaguing more and more people on home.
You're talking about that mob boss you met with?
Yes.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie, I almost came and had a conversation with you when I found out about that.
Well?
Those are
Wait, which
dangerous
mob
people.
boss?
Ricardo.
Oh, okay. Ricardo's fine. Ricardo's cool. Ricardo hit on us a little bit, so if you want to kill him for that, that's fine.
You always told me I wasn't allowed to kill the people that hit on you.
No, the people that we like.
Oh.
It's he's strange. He's strange. You'd have to talk with Bella. That is his daughter.
So what you're saying is turnabout's fair play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you distract your mother for an hour? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Later,
I'm
later,
kidding.
Dad, later. Oh,
Hey, Mrs. Ori, would you like to talk about cross knitting?
Yeah. Look, I know we need to have a talk, but you should probably go rescue your friends. Your
no,
mother may have given.
there's even more. We murdered Napoli Negretti.
You did what?
We murdered Napoli Negretti.
But don't worry, he's still alive.
What were you
didn't.
thinking? They're one of the most powerful mob families. Do you know how many of the nobility do business with them?
We were kind of hoping we could take over his business.
Wait,
Why?
can't Paimon not lie?
We want to get you that cute little
Can't be like
cottage
it.
up on the surface.
No, they've told us they
He
can't
goes-
lie multiple times.
You see this look of just absolute pain and not pain, but like just combination of exasperated and grateful and I want to wring your neck for being stupid.
There's more.
Oh God. All right.
We ended up in a staff zone.
Are you
And-
okay?
Had to fight our way out.
Fight.
That worries me. I'm not gonna lie. That worries me less than the deal with or what? Not the deal. The killing the Negretti.
Fight.
Because I know
How-
what you can do.
How do you feel about the staff zone, Dad?
I'm not even sure how to answer that. Because the second you asked me that question, all of the economic reasons for why they are important spring to mind. But you also know how upset I have been when people have broken your heart in the past. And the things that happen in the staff zones are terrible. But for some reason, it's like my head says one thing and my heart says another. I don't know what our economy would look like without them, but
There is only one way to find out. We want things to change. And we've been taking steps. The first part was negotiations with the Negretti family, and when that failed, hostile takeover.
And that's why they've been watching you. Oh, God. I don't think you understand how deep you're in. This is...
Help us.
This is bad. Look, there's only so much I can do. I've run as much interference for you as I can, but you have to understand, these people know where we live. They know where we shop. Heck, I'm pretty sure they know the combination to your mother's jewelry drawer. The only reason I haven't moved us multiple times is because I don't think we can get away from them. And so I've stayed put in an attempt to lull them into a false sense of security. But I don't think it's working. Look, I know who I report to directly, and I know theoretically who he reports to, but I don't really know who's pulling the strings. our books they're not right. And I was told a long time ago to stop asking questions. I made a lot of stupid mistakes, but everything I did, I was trying to protect you and the rest of the family. And now we're in so deep, I don't know how we're gonna get out of this.
My mom steps up to their father and puts their hands on his shoulders and says, "We might have to fight our way out."
Hey, Paimon and I think alike.
He looks at Paimon dead in the eyes and says, "You know I don't like to fight." So just his back history, he does not like violence. He has always been very placid, very slow and deliberate in everything that he's done. Yes, he and Paimon have butted heads, but it's always been ideological and verbal.
Mm-hmm.
He was not
It's
the
never come to
disciplinarian.
blows.
Yeah, and you've never once seen him commit a violent action. And it's not like he's afraid of violence, it's just that you can tell he abhors it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell him what we do.
I am not the person you want. Maybe I can be a distraction. If I tell your mother what's going on, she might divorce me, but she'll help.
What if we tell her a slightly altered story? Just what we've done, not what you've done.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna. Since all the cards are on the table, I've been watching you for a while now, and I've been watching what you and your friends are doing. And your mom is gonna lose her mind if you tell her half of what you've done.
Then what do you suggest? Silence could be dangerous.
You'll have a beer and wait for this whole thing to blow over?
So
Obviously,
we've
I'm kidding.
To the Winchester.
basically stopped drinking. Because the way that we met this people was we were drugged in a cocktail and brought to fight in an arena in the staff zone.
I didn't know about this. Is this when you dropped off the radar for like 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Daddy, we exploded anybody who so much as tried to lay a finger on us.
Good. I may not like violence, but I also don't like people hurting my little furling.
No, Fox.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should tell your mother.
Mom!
It's tough. So you guys have just been spared
Before
from a lengthy diatribe about why specific weaves of silk thread are superior for cross-stitching, and how anybody who would dare to choose linen thread ought to just be executed on principle because they do not appreciate the art of cross-stitch.
I just want
before-
to.
Mrs. Paimon.
I just want to interject. Donovan is soaking this all in a stupid amount. It's like, oh, so is that what this is all for?
Oh my god, yes! Please pick up cross-stitching.
Please pick up,
Donovan,
that's
oh
amazing.
my god.
Look at this, Irvin. This is a mom.
At any given point while we're all up there having a conversation with them,
Oh,
I would
hey,
like.
Irvin, flip your mic down.
Oh yeah,
It's on here.
Oh,
You're
okay,
very
really
quiet.
quiet.
yeah.
I'm reading out perfectly fine on my end.
Yeah, no, you
Um,
got quieter for
Maybe
me
your
too.
Discord microphone got switched somehow.
Yeah, you
There is
sound-
no other microphone available. This is on mute.
Oh.
If you can hear me, then it's still coming through here.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay,
You were
I'll
not
just turn
that
you
quiet.
up
No,
then.
my
I'm up on Discord.
my
Yeah.
sound thing's
Sorry.
still on the exact same spot. It hasn't changed.
Okay.
None of it's changed.
Must have something to do with the music not playing through something up. I don't know. Cause
Music's
Weird.
still going.
Either way.
Either way.
Real quick,
Can
we
I
jump back
before-
to Will High.
before we go down, are forced to go down? I would have liked to have pushed the conversation of where did you and Poppy meet?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me do Will High, and then we'll go and do that real quick, and then we can take a break. Does that work?
yeah.
Okay. So, Will High, you are
Curious.
following this individual.
Mm-hmm. Shall I make
Okay.
a stealth check, please?
There we go.
Ooh, you didn't roll very well.
Oh,
What's your modifier?
Plus 12.
Oh God. Well,
Well, wait. Actually, is this a urban environment or is there a crowd?
I mean, it's urban environment.
Okay. Is there also
Like-
a crowd or just urban?
Not a crowd. There's people, but not like
Okay. So
It's not like a
12.
parade
market.
day. Yeah.
Okay. 12.
Okay. So you still get stupidly high, even though I didn't roll well. You are able to follow him. He does not seem to notice you. He takes some twists and turns and windings, and eventually comes to another street corner, and just kind of leans against the corner. And you realize that he has actually done a near half circle, and is now on the opposite side, still looking at PaiMom's parents' house.
Will High nods respectfully and kind of mutters, "Well done" to himself, and marches up and swings his cane into the back of the guy's knees.
Oh dear. He cries out in surprise and pain and goes down and rolls around and goes, "What is your What the hell are you doing here?"
Will High grabs him by the collar and shoves him against the wall and says, "I could ask you the same thing. You seem to have a fondness for this house for some reason. Mind telling me why that is?"
And he goes, "I'm just a citizen trying to enjoy my day, and I'm being harassed." There's a shimmer in the air next to you, and an elderly-looking man in a nice-looking, vest and shirt, white hair, appears and says, "Good day, citizen. Oh, what seems to be the trouble here?"
"Hello, Father."
He says, "Ah, good day, Will High. Are you and this man?"
Uh-oh.
Not him.
Huh?
Not him.
No.
Good day, Will. Are you and this individual having a altercation?
Okay, hold on a second.
Hmm.
Can't do- Sorry, looking at a couple things I have.
I have a hand grenade. You'll never take me alive.
Right.
Oh my god.
Will High just blows
Okay.
the entire thing wide open.
The whole thing
Disintegration beam.
wide open.
I have an empty resin bottle? This is empty. Why do I have this?
You used your resin. That's why.
Well, okay, yes. What I'm questioning is why I kept the bottle.
Okay.
Because goblin.
So Wilhai says, yeah, this man is stalking my friends, and I am very concerned about him.
And so Father turns and says, "Is that true, citizen?" He goes, "I don't know what this crazy man is talking about. I was standing here minding my own business, and he came up out of nowhere and attacked me." Father says, "That's a serious allegation. Fighting is not permitted on home. That could lead to some substantial civil charges if corroborated."
Oh, I know. Well, one, it wasn't really a fight. Also, he says he was just standing here. Well, he was just standing at the far end of the house. I went and talked to him because I felt he was a little problematic, and then he wove right back here and is staring at the same house.
No, wait. Which house is so concerning to you?
Oh, it's one where my friends live. I immediately cast Compulsive Liar on myself.
What does that do?
I am unable to speak the truth at this point.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
He has a spell to give Paimon a headache.
Oh, it doesn't have to be convincing or anything. I just can't say what's true.
You just can't say what's true.
Yep.
Clever.
Oh, and hey, hold on. Let me double check what it does.
That would be an amazing contingency for people who are going to be tortured.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's probably what's what.
Okay. Lies the target speaks don't need to be convincing, nor do they even need to be consistent, but they can't be true as far as the target is aware. Extends non-written verbal communication, such as hand signs or written notes. Spell allows talking in metaphors and talking about fictional figures. Doesn't affect the target's ability to say things that are neither true nor false, such as question commands or verbal or spell components. If I'm compelled to tell the truth, I have to say neither true nor false. Okay, so
Interesting.
oh, it's my friend's house. It's summer on this block. Maybe it's that one. Maybe it's that one. Oh, I can't remember now. But I was hanging out with some friends, and this guy was following us around.
He goes,
I'm pretty sure I saw him last night too. Come to think of it.
Father. Clearly, he's insane. He attacks me because he claims I'm stalking people, and he can't even tell us what house he's in. Please.
Oof.
Would you please deal with this matter? Am I free to go? And Father says, "Yes, citizen, you're free to go. I will take care of this." So the man just kind of shuffles off down the street. And Father turns and says, Wilhai, you're from the... I forget what your family's name is. I'm sorry, I don't have that particular note pulled up. Aphids. You're part of the Aphid clan, right?
He just doesn't say anything.
I hear your father has some debts. How's that going?
Does Wilhai know how that's going?
Wilhai does not know.
Okay, so it's probably going pretty good. It's been rough in the past, but it's actually going pretty good now, I'd say.
That's good, because it'd be a great shame for your family if any of that information were to become public. I'd hate to see their reputation ruined and dragged down to the catwalks. And then he kind of leans in a little bit closer, and he is just emanating grandfatherly, like the cool thing about this hologram is that he actually has a presence in the way that a living being normally does. Like you can actually how humans can sometimes feel that there's a real person there. He gives off that. And he is just like oozing grandfatherly concern. And he says, "Are you feeling all right? You look stressed."
Well, I told you there's this guy that's dangerous, and I mean, I've heard of other people who interfere. They might cause fights or do things, but like, aren't concerned citizens allowed to interfere? Like, I mean, obviously not me. I don't start fights, but don't people, sorry,
Oh my
you're right. It's been a hard
God.
day.
And he goes, he says, "It looks like it has been. You know, 2 levels up, there is a wonderful mental health clinic that is paid for by the state. I would highly suggest that you go and book an appointment immediately. I would hate to see you in this state. Now, I have city matters to attend to."
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll do that. Right after I'm done talking to you, I'll go up to that hospital right away.
Excellent, excellent decision, Will High. It was nice chatting with you again. And he disappears. So, just
Do I have my memories?
just as a knowledge tidbit, mental health clinics have a habit of doing blood transfusions with nearly every appointment.
Okay.
It's just part of normal mental health care on home. So anyway, real quick, warping back to Irvin and Bella and good Lord, I am out of it today. Big D and Big V.
Got Irvin right, at least.
For once, yeah.
I
Irvin's
think
pleased.
that's
That's
the
true.
second time.
I know, I have the hardest time remembering Martin's name.
You got it right, finally.
Poor
Okay.
damn Melvin.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, see,
Melvin
my
likes it.
my
It's
goal
okay.
is to get it differently wrong every single time. Anyway, go ahead. So you
Alright.
said you wanted to ask.
So now that Paimon and the Mister aren't here, how did you two meet?
She she blushes and says, "We all had our wild experimental phases. He just happened to meet me during mine and showed me a better way."
Oh, I'm very curious. What was your wild experimental phase? You can tell me. I'll keep your secret.
And how long ago as well? Because I mean, wild experimental phases, they've kind of changed through the years. In
Oh no,
how-
did you show your ankle one time?
that kind of thing. Yeah.
The scandal.
And she goes,
Nowhere near as long as your conversation with father. We get more time.
Damn it. Okay.
and she says,
Oh no.
I was a wild child growing up. I was coming to terms with my background and heritage and the fact that I was different. And so one time, I decided to go swing dancing.
Goodness, you crazy
And-
girl.
And I danced with like 7 different men that night.
Oh, you naughty little
But-
Little
fox.
spice
Oh
of
my
life.
God.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Why are you calling me out like this, Matthew?
What? But
Oh, such loose morals.
But the thing is, I noticed Crix from across the dance floor.
She's Crix.
You're Crix.
I
Yeah.
noticed
That's a-
myself.
There's a mirror.
That's on
Yeah, of
Guardian's
course.
Law.
Most dance halls
There was
have
a
mirrors.
mirror, you see, and I just couldn't take my eyes off myself.
Thankfully, it's not so.
Ooh.
Turns out
No, I
Stellar
totally
is
understand.
the adoptive father, and we got parthenogenesis going on over here.
No.
I noticed Stella across the room, and let me tell you, he was handsome. And I kept hoping he'd ask me to dance, but I didn't have the guts to go up to him myself, and so I just kept dancing with anybody who I could, and it was thrilling, let me tell you. But then finally, just as the night was about to wind up, it was the last song, he came up to me and asked me for a dance. And, well, the rest was history. He took me away from that place, and I've never gone back since.
Well,
Wow. How long ago was that?
So, oh goodness, it's been hold on,
1 week
I
since
gotta
you
do
looked at
math.
me.
57 plus 20 minus 20, 37, 30. Yeah, that's about 7 years. Oh no, about 37, 35, 37 years ago. It was been a long time.
I remember that era. Yeah. Huh. Thanks for the story.
And so that, I think, would be when Mom.
Like, oh,
Something else.
got that out just
Oh.
in time.
Ah.
Crazy.
And
Oh boy.
good spot for a break, I think.
Total on down. Total away. Yeah, good spot for a break there. We will be back in a 15. Now, of course, we could always, just what is that? Pop that on again and leave it there. But we've got ads that we got to do, so we're gonna do our ads. We'll see you all in 15 minutes.
Hello there. As a guest of the Owlbear Inn, you obviously have taste. Now, as a person of taste, have you ever thought to yourself, I need to watch an artist who also has taste, with a sense of classiness and intelligence, heightened by sitting in a leather armchair before a fireplace with shelves of books behind? Neither have I. Anyways, I happen to have an art channel called Michael How Arts here on Twitch if you want to check it out. There's drawing, chatting, and sometimes gaming. If you enjoy fantastic characters and comics, or just having someone to hang out with while doing art, you should give Michael How Arts a look-see. That's twitch.tv/Michael How Arts. And if you visit, maybe, just maybe, you'll occasionally have that artist sitting in front of a fireplace to give you a +1 for the richness and culture of your Twitch experience. Though I wouldn't count on that. But please, do stop on by. Thanks for your time, and have a wonderful day.
I'm Michael Howe, and I approve this message. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, I did this, and 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 this.
Hello, everybody.
Fine
All
store.
campaign, all I wanted was to pass wisdom saving throws, and I never do.
Even with advantage?
I have advantage. I have plus. All my feats almost have all been going into that direction. No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Consent is always important.
Agreed.
You're next.
Why am
totally
I
not dead.
so bad at this game? Jeez.
Might be genetics.
Attack first. Think never. Hey, folks.
You feel a definite pulse of magical energy as you shake his hand.
You just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Roll a will save.
There's more up there? We have to... I fucking hate this level.
We could have been playing Blodheim.
Dog, dog, dog. Save me, save me. Where are you? Get in front of me. Get in front of me. Get in front of me.
I'm coming. I was marking the cave.
Dogs. I'm gonna stand up. Ah! Get the dog. Help.
Hello, folks.
There. Apparently, I can't remember your name at all.
Who's Ingrid?
You.
You.
Me?
Irving.
Oh.
Yes, because I can't think. Wow. Why am I having such a hard freaking time with names today?
You called me Murphy twice before
Yeah.
we even started.
Shut up, Melvin. I'm working here.
Alrighty, naked.
That's a good drawing, right? Damn right, Zach, that's good.
Good. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
I do.
Wow.
With someone. Wait, you just said they had a book.
That being said, we will.
Yes.
And then you emphasized that there is a book.
Holy! Way to catch on to that like a minute and a half late.
There's books, there's diaries, there's maps.
Wait, there's a book? We have not been consistent with this at all, have we?
No.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce most of those. Wow.
Yeah, they had a sale on apostrophes that day.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know what's really going on. Hi!
We have you on speakerphone.
I was just gonna say, this is one hell of a collect call, man. I didn't know he knew Infallible Relay.
Does anyone know what the rates are? I don't have that much gold.
Did you know back in the old days, in the medieval times, they used to put lanterns, hang lanterns out on front of horses to help them navigate during nighttime?
Oh.
It was the first recorded instance of satellite navigation.
I enjoyed the live action The Avatar movie.
Oh, baby Baba Luba. And burbled as it came.
No!
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah!
If you're only to be addressed as you, as your own person, what do I do if there's like a whole bunch of y'all?
You may use titles as, I would say, the trolls. You may use the consequences if
Okay.
you would like.
So
You
y'all
may-
is off the table.
Y'all is an abomination.
A whole bunch of y'all.
Too late.
That's when you guys look over and see what once was Jitters descend slowly onto the ground, trampling towards you as its head from top to about past the sternum splits like that into a toothy maw that is its whole body. Rawr. Hello and welcome to Hate, Laugh, Love.
Everybody knows if it's green and it's
You
slime,
went that
it's booger time.
The show where we talk about movies.
He starts hopping on the way, and when you look back, there's Handor and Grace. Grace looking just frowning perpetually, and Handor just smiling ever so gracefully. And Finestorm, you see on their lips, Handor say, "You think they'll make it?" And Grace go, "Not a chance."
Tortillas?
Tortillas.
You are not
Flame
going
and
to
it pops
take
up.
my tortilla stand.
They are mine. My tortillas. Hi everyone, we're back. How y'all doing?
Again, one brain cell. We're just sharing it.
Yeah.
One man, one decision, one desire.
Everyone's
One
John.
taco stand.
Everyone is Craig.
we? Oh yeah. So Paimon had just called for a mom.
Little tortilla
Oh yeah.
Mama.
Ma.
bar.
So she goes, "Oh, I guess we should probably go back downstairs. I guess she and her dad are done, or they and their dad are done talking. Let's go."
Oh, we never got to see their room. What a shame.
I don't go in there. It's dangerous. There's a single book out of place.
My shame!
Lost and undone am I. All right, so are you trying to get everybody to go into the office, or are you going to go back to the table?
I'm gonna go back to the table.
Okay.
No.
Anybody look around and go, "Hey, where's Wilhigh?"
Yeah, I've actually been
No.
wanting to do that for a while. Say, is Wilhide? Who's missing now? Just Wilhide?
I think so.
Let me know when he can come back.
I'm trying to figure out how much time has realistically passed.
Did anybody see where Wilhide went?
Well, he probably went to the bathroom or something.
We didn't ask where the bathroom was at.
Well, he probably found it.
It's actually one of his class's special abilities. Detect
Find
bathroom.
Lou.
Find Lou.
Gets him out of a lot of bad situations.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Wilhigh can head back in by now.
Okay.
It's probably fine.
Wilhigh walks in. He looks a little bit shaken.
Only slightly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I just realized something. Your spell's still active, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And we don't know
ready
this.
for a headache.
Just kill me.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. So, everybody gets back, and so did you two have a good talk? Talking to Paimon and Dad. Daddy.
Mom, we need to talk.
So he goes, "Okay, hey Stella, would you go take them on a tour of your garage? I know it's one of your favorite places."
Before we
What's a
do that,
garage?
by the way, who has the flower? Is that still on?
Probably still on Paimon?
I don't think you guys have transferred it, so I'm assuming Paimon still has it.
Okay.
Pretty sure, yeah.
So he just asked, is that still on by any chance?
Oh, I thought we never turned it off.
Yeah.
True, but now he's double checking.
That was my understanding, is that it never had been turned off.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You look perturbed.
Yeah, there may have been a wait, hold on. I have to tell the truth.
Everything's fine.
Good. Yeah,
Everything's fine here, thank you.
You know the giant in that play? There's the giant that kind of interferes and talks to everyone, and nobody likes him. Yeah, he talked to me. I may the hero of the play may have talked to him.
Is something wrong with Wilhigh?
You didn't tell me that you were all in a theater group together?
Oh yes, some people are very good at acting.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Some
love
people
it.
aren't.
Love being part of a theater troupe.
I get to play the role of the tree.
He sounded so proud.
Everyone has a part. There's no small actor. Oh, wait, no. There are bigger actors. I mean, no, that's not the line. But anyway.
I always forget whose line it is anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mom. Mm-hmm. Go look at the garage with our dad. Well, hi.
Okay. Just letting you know there's absolutely nothing to worry about. No one's watching the house or spying on us.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
great
check
to
the
know.
window now.
That's great to know.
Stellar's like doing the like dad thing of I know something's going on, but I haven't quite worked it out yet.
We have the same look, so he's probably catching on to that.
It lasts for an hour, FYI.
Oh shit!
Oh,
my
this is gonna be
God.
entertaining. Okay.
We
Actually,
need a
okay.
reason.
So, question is, do you actually want everybody to leave the table, or do you just want to have the conversation with everybody there? I don't know what you were planning.
Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Donovan's
Let's
gonna
just-
go watch the door with Vala since Wilhi's acting weird.
I'm checking the window.
Let's just leave everybody in the room so that it's so
Okay.
that there's less individualized role play.
Yeah,
We're participate.
We're
Okay.
still in earshot. I'm just standing in the door frame going, why is Wilhi acting like he
Hey,
just
Mom,
had
can
some
you sit
sperma de
down real
Diablo?
quick?
He goes, oh, but the dishes, dear.
You don't want to be washing dishes right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you're acting all serious. Is something the matter?
About 2 weeks ago, we were drugged and taken to the staff zone, where we had to fight our way out.
Mom drops whatever she's holding and immediately
You see,
jumps
that
up
could
and
have been Grandma's china.
jumps up, run over, and does, the mom, are you okay? Grabs your head, makes sure that everything looks good, feels you up for broken bones. Did they hurt you? Did you have any broken bones? Are you okay? The mom thing.
We hurt people, Mom.
She goes, oh, okay, good. Good.
Mm-hmm. That
Do I need to-
has... No, just keep sitting down. Sit back down. We've got a lot more to say.
And hang on, that's what you led with.
Yes, that is, shockingly enough, the easiest to swallow part of what I'm going to say.
Stella goes, you're going to want to sit down, dear.
That, has led us to start taking actions against the staff zone, to the point that we engaged with Nepali Negretti, and it came to blows.
Who's Nepali Negretti?
A man in the mob. Namely, the father of a mob house.
She looks like she tries several times to start saying something and just can't quite get the words out.
We murdered him.
Can I do an insight check on Paimon now, please?
I don't know how. Yes, but I don't know what.
What are you trying to figure out?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
We didn't murder him. I'm
I mean,
trying
we
to figure
fought him. We killed him.
We didn't murder him, but I'm trying to figure out what's your angle here. Like, should I be playing along, or am I just going to burst out, we didn't fucking murder him?
I mean, he is going to be missing a while until that spell's done, but it's going to be weird to explain after
He
that.
did die. And we did kill him.
Didn't die.
He didn't stay dead.
He's still alive. He didn't
No, he's
die.
not still alive.
No,
He's real-alive.
Irvin didn't think. It's not thinking that way. He never died. In my mind, he never died. I don't see it that way. He got up again.
I'm suspecting that in this situation, Irvin would have the tactical presence of mind to go along with what Paimon is saying. Because despite how weird everything has gotten, Paimon has proven themselves to be very capable multiple times.
And I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Napoli leaving his house anytime soon.
Probably not.
And Mom, now that that has happened, we have people after us. And we are worried that you are also in danger.
And she says, "Oh, I doubt I'm in danger, sweetie. I'm not valuable to anybody. But you guys need to get out of here."
You take that back. Don't you say mean things about our mommy.
But I'm your mommy.
Yes. Nobody gets to call you not valuable.
But no, okay, that's not what I meant, dear. But okay, I get it. That's not what I meant. I just mean I'm not interesting to anybody except you guys. I mean,
It
why would
could
someone
just
be after
be
me?
because you're related to us.
All right. She looks over and says, "All right, so Stella, how do we hide them?"
Also,
Yes.
we also have connections with another mob family.
Do you just try to make your mother crazy? Is that what you do? Did you go settle into your house and go, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to make my mother crazy. Because that's what it seems like.
I swear that didn't happen.
Would you rather us hide things from our dear mommy?
You've clearly been hiding things from me this whole time, which I expected
fair,
I was young too once.
It's
To
been
be
less than
fair,
a week.
It's been about 2 weeks, and we didn't exactly have
has it been that long?
all the stuff needed to express what was happening to us.
She goes, yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, but we gotta figure out what to do. You can't just be walking around with people out to get you.
We are a little bit less worried about ourselves, given that, we received a top-notch education and can blow people up. We're more worried about you.
She goes, don't you worry about me, sweetie. I'll be fine. Let's just make sure that you are okay. So, seriously, do we need to, get you another house? Change your name? You can use, I can show you how to change your human form around a little bit so that you're less obvious.
We are adept with magic, Mother. If we really need to hide, we can, but...
Yeah, I know, but you say that, but you don't take care of yourself. I mean, look at you. You're real thin. Are you eating enough? I send over spaghetti every day. Not every day, I'm being serious. Are you eating enough? Are you taking care of yourself? Did you go to the doctor like I told you about that thing?
Mom, not here.
She goes, oh, right,
Please
sorry.
hear.
One of our tails is splitting.
Okay, I actually, ironically, we had almost exactly the same idea. I was going to say involuntary tail twitches, but,
You're evolving to the next form.
Weirdly close there.
Time for the 5-tail form.
I was thinking maybe level 10.
So, and Stella pipes up and says, no, dear, there's more you need to know. And he proceeds to explain everything to her that he explained to Paimon. Understandably, Crix looks a little poleaxed and just kind of sits there for a minute trying to process everything. Then she kind of looks up and says, looks over at Stella and says, you're a bastard. We promised we wouldn't have any secrets. I've broken that promise too, but that doesn't matter. You're not supposed to have secrets from me. But I love you, you big lug, and we're going to figure this out. goes, okay. Who's after yous? Is it the mob? Is it a gang? What are we dealing with?
We think it's nobles.
Oh, good, of course. Couldn't be, someone we can just blow up. No, it has to be the nobles, naturally.
You can't just blow up the
Wait, you
nobles?
think you could just blow up the mob?
We can still blow up the nobles. I mean,
She goes, oh, honey, it wouldn't be that hard to blow up the mob.
I mean, to be fair, we do blow each other up on our. Yep.
Who is we? I don't know what you're talking about.
They blow themselves up all the time.
You guys are doing great.
Just like,
This is awesome.
Real simple. You just strap a whole bunch of explosion stones to the back of the rats. They'll find their way in.
What?
That's what that was.
I'm more
They
of a
do
fan.
not have rats.
She goes, everybody has rats. Even I've got rats.
So you would blow yourself up.
I did.
Anyways, I'm sorry. This is not what this is about.
Mom, we noticed that they're wearing little pink ribbons. That was a good touch.
Oh, thanks, dear. Yeah, Mr.
just
Snufflekins and Mrs. Cheesewhiz, they were looking a little bit drab. So, after I give them a bath, I put a little ribbon on them, and now they're much happier.
Cheesewhiz.
Awesome.
Do you have a mean thing to say about Mrs. Cheesewhiz, Irvin?
No, I'm just confused to the name. Cheese is never a way is it smelly. It's a great name,
Fair
and I'm
enough.
sure it's a great rat, but it took me off a little bit.
Cheese with the rat.
Cheese
Mrs. Cheesewhiz.
Mrs.
Did anyone else just
Mrs.
see the cracked out kitty?
But no, Mom. This is something that is going to be a little bit more difficult to deal with.
Unless you know the names of the nobles exactly, in which case it'll be pretty easy to deal with. We just blow them up.
Hold on a second here. I might need this document. I can't remember if I do or not. Oh, cool. Didn't PaiMom's dad say he knew who he talked to?
What the hell is that?
Oh, Wilhite can't say that because
It's the meta pigeon.
Meta talk.
Okay.
It's the meta pigeon.
That makes sense.
the little bird.
He did, but we don't know that.
Yeah,
he knows
we
his
don't know you
direct
have that spell
contact,
on
but
you.
not the top people. Not the spell, but we weren't privy to the conversation that Paimon had with their father, so we don't know that information.
Didn't he repeat all of it to the mother while we were in the kitchen or wherever we were at?
Yeah, the GM did kind of brush over and say they cover the details. That's a good question. Was that covered in the brush over of what Poppy told Mama P?
Oh, Poppy just repeated what he told Paimon, just in less words.
Okay. So then, yes.
So he kind of says, he goes, well, the place to start would probably be, I don't know what happened to his voice there, hang on. Place to start would probably be the noble house that allegedly runs the company I work for. So theoretically, the Mercrest family runs this organization. Now again, for all I know, it could be somebody completely different. So Mercrest is one of the, I forget if I said 9 or 7, one of the houses that's on the council.
7.
7.
Okay.
7
I
on the
said 7.
council, at least.
Yeah. So it's one of the 7 families on the council.
In the council.
So we could probably start there.
Trying to remember if that was one of the family, the guy that we knew could do crazy magic that could help murder people.
No, that would have been a different family.
Randomly get up from his chair and leave mid-sentence.
This is great. Anyway. You were saying?
Yes. We should probably start there. I may be able to do some digging at work. I have to be very careful. We're under constant observation.
Constant soup.
Constant soup. Yes.
Never go
Lots
hungry.
of soup. Just
But have a trot
drowning
for
in
the
it.
rest of your life.
You have a bowl of endless soup. The soup is clam chowder.
I don't like clams.
Sorry. Sorry, Brian. I was cross-referencing notes I have here. I can ask around at work, see if we can do that. In the meantime, he looks over at Crix and says, "You need to act completely normal. Because if they find out I've told you everything, the jig is going to be up real fast." He says, "If you have any contacts," he's talking to the rest of you guys, have any contacts that can get information from, the noble sector, you might want to start looking into him and his possible connections with the mob. Well, possible. What am I saying? Of course he's connected to the mob. He used to buy from the Negrettis all the time. Can't tell you how many transactions I've covered up.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be too low class, wouldn't I?
No, but we do have somebody pretty high at the Negretti who may understand a few things.
No, but remember, he's dead.
We don't have to. They don't have to know that.
Quick question. Does the Miracrest family have any dealings with Baron von Strazen?
Oh God, I can't keep these noble houses straight yet.
Yeah, hold on. Who did I say? Where did I say von Strazen?
That's the. Isn't that the council mage who can do memory magic stuff? Because
And he was the one that we figured out could have possibly done the whole murder Bella's or try to murder Bella's mother thing.
Yeah, that's where I remember the name from. Was that plot?
And he says, as far as I know, there haven't been any direct transfers between those two houses, but our organization does also handle cargo shipments for the von Strazen house as well.
Who got the chocolate?
He goes, and he rolls his eyes and says, figures. Hold on. Oh, gosh, one of these days. I need a better format for my notes.
Dang it, I cannot find these.
Shit. All right.
Somebody had, they were they were little knitted kitchen utensils, and they all had cute little faces on them.
Aww.
And now I can't find them, and I want to post that as a result of the conversation earlier.
Aw.
But I cannot for the life of me remember where the heck I saw those, so.
Metaglopsy. Metaglopsy would be...
Yeah. The chocolates are bought by the Verelnat family. And I'm pretty sure I know who, for Verelnat. I should probably start. Hold on, where's the chat? I spelled that one weird.
Just so we can keep the mafia families clear from the noble houses, we should use different terminology on them. Because otherwise, I'm going to mix up who's a mob and who's a noble.
No, that's totally fair.
Crest. They always have a crest. Nobles always do. The crest. Oh no.
All right. And I'm pretty sure we know who's that going to. So that family is somewhat notorious because the council representative is a duchess. She is very old, and she is extraordinarily fat. Like she has to be pushed into the council chamber on like a sled. Like we're not quite talking Jabba the Hutt levels here, but not mobile on their own.
Did you just say there was a councilwoman?
A little weird, huh? That's the only reason that they're significant.
So you said it was chocolate. It struck out because it was too much.
It was a huge order. Like I don't know who makes that much chocolate.
Yeah.
You all know that the more complex the flavor of something, the harder it is for a mage to simulate it or to synthesize it.
Stellar, have you ever done any kind of business in the staff zones?
And he goes,
I don't mean of the service kind, I mean of the substance kind.
I am sure that some of the shipments that I have touched over my life have ended up there, but nothing that was specifically earmarked as such.
Of course you wouldn't, because we always covered it up with different
trade
names.
goods.
We never actually sold it as what it was. It was reported as something else. Like we sold this ale when what we were actually selling was skooma. Not skooma. Skooma's Skyrim specific. That kind of stuff.
Skooma,
But,
yeah.
like,
And he
drugs.
goes, oh, well, yeah, I have seen that particular ale. I wondered why so much of it went back and forth for a while there.
It wasn't ale. Are you sure that chocolate's chocolate?
I know that ale, it sucks. No noble would buy that shit. Even I don't want it.
And he goes, no, now that I think about it, I'm not sure it was chocolate. I don't actually inspect the shipments myself. I just coordinate the the shipping back and forth.
Put my hand on one of his shoulders. If you ever get caught, you're screwed, man.
He goes, I'm pretty sure I'm already screwed at this point. But desperate times call for desperate measures.
Where are they at?
Where? I'm sorry, where what?
Storage of the chocolate. Where's it at?
Oh, the storage? Because, those are... Most of the warehouses are right near the center of the city, near the central core. All up and down, actually. There's a lot of warehouses, but they're all kept near the center because it's the shortest distance to ship from there out to wherever they're needed.
Feel like we need some chocolate?
I'm in the mood for some chocolate.
Just as long as we ain't messing with that ale, that stuff ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Never
a bad
lasts long
plan.
enough.
But I encourage you to use stealth.
I'm pretty good at being
People
quiet.
will know that you have visited my house. There's just no way around that. And I know that they are watching Paimon, and I'm sure they're watching you too.
We'll let it wait a few days. We got plenty of other things we can do in the meantime.
Is there a delivery date?
And he goes, oh, that one's already been delivered. He just had asked if I noticed anything weird. It was about, 4 days ago? Something like that.
I'm not sure we're going to find anything there then, no. So waiting a few days is going to be the thing, but if another shipment like that comes in, you're going to need to let us know.
Hey, Donnie.
Oi.
How, is Big D sitting down?
No, he would be standing between the front door and wherever our conversation is going on.
That'll be entertaining.
Guard boy.
So Biggie D suddenly has a slight memory flashback.
Oh shit!
Flashback.
Actually, halfway, less of a flashback and more incredibly strong deja vu.
Deja vu.
Uh-oh.
You could swear that you have seen, hold on. Wow, I'm terrible at this. You can swear that you've seen Crix before.
The mom?
Mm-hmm.
Mama.
Where the hell would I have seen a 7-foot-tall kitsune at other than Paimon?
Exactly. So that kind of hits like a ton of bricks, because it's not just a, oh, that's kind of familiar. It's a, wait, you know those really strong deja vu moments where you almost stumble because they hit you so hard?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that.
Who are you?
Hmm. Donovan just keeps taking glances over at Crix because he's trying to not stir the pot here too much, but deja vu is deja vu, and he is a bodyguard. And is there any information Donovan has in his head other than just this fox lady seems very familiar?
Hey, Donovan, don't check out our mom.
Why are you looking at her, man?
No,
Just wondered. You know when the Donovan trails off. Go ahead with what. Well, go because I didn't want to interrupt my thought.
No, I was just going to say that the only bit of data that you think you have is that the memory is you're pretty sure it's her, but the face in your mind is younger.
Do I have a good reference for what foxes look like when they age?
I'm going to assume that
a slightly less gray fox.
Yeah, that they slowly gain gray in their fur and stay. Small wrinkles around the eyes, you know, the typical sides. Probably less obvious than a human, but
they start to get like cats where they start to have the jowls that hang down just a little bit.
I mean, still very, very beautiful kitsune,
Yes.
but obviously, you know, not 20. But yes,
A
so
spring
basically,
glorpspear.
yes, not a spring glorpspear, exactly.
Oh God, how is Donovan going to respond to this? Because he hasn't seen very many kitsune here in home. That would be a most
very rare.
Donovan's thinking. Just wondering, did you have any business with the Malakota ever?
And she goes, the Mala who?
Okay.
Never mind.
Hey, Don.
Must be my imagination.
What the fuck, man?
Thought I heard something.
Look, something just giving me the skeevy-jeevies. I don't know what it
The
is.
skeevy-jeebies in what way?
I'm having a case of deja vu, and I don't know why.
About our mom?
Yes.
She goes, deja vu. So, okay, I'm just settling this once and for all. I just made the assumption that PaiMom's mom would be very tall as well. Is that
sure? That's
how you
fine.
were picturing it? Does that
don't
matter?
care. It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
okay. So she looks real hard at Donnie, and then stands up because Donnie's big, but she would be taller, and walks over to him.
Just a bunch of really soft-furred people that you have to look up at.
And looks.
If I had known that when I was introduced to Paimon, Donovan would be like, "Oh shit! I've never looked up at somebody before."
He or she. Yeah, he. Wow, I'm tired. She looks. She looks really close and says, "Your eyes. No, it can't be." And she
Mommy, did
gently,
you fuck this man?
She goes.
I would have
Mama, did you
remembered that
fuck
one.
him?
Yeah.
Mama, did you bang?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for using that kind of language.
No,
maybe to
no,
make the
we will
beast
kill him right
with 4
now if he
legs,
has.
And maybe
Listen,
even
I
some
did no such
tails.
thing.
She says, I have never had relations with. Oh, wow, wow, she went Southern Belle there. Good lord.
All right, Bill Clinton.
I ain't never had relations with nobody except your father. Chill.
This is a lady whose wild phase was swing dancing. Come on.
You're being looked at very sternly,
very
by the way,
and
Donnie.
firm point.
Yeah. And so she.
Look,
she
Donnie
looks
is.
down.
I am as confused as you are. Before today, you know how many kitsune I had met at home? One. And that is with a guy. And I work for a guy who has eclectic taste. If he knew some kitsune, he'd have kitsune over. I've only seen one kitsune.
For carnal pleasures, probably, too.
Well, obviously, but I was trying not to slander the boss too bad.
She very gently reaches up to Donnie's face and tries to use her hands to smooth the wrinkles out.
I'm only 24. I don't got that many damn wrinkles.
You're constantly scowling.
It's true. It's part of your. And she looks.
I got that Ichigo disease.
She looks really, really deep, and then gasps and jumps back, and she says, "It's not possible. It can't be."
Donnie's just gonna look over at his sister, going, "What the hell else are we forgetting now?"
And she kind of like doesn't look. She looks at Crix looks at you, and goes, "Where were you born?"
Vala, do you remember?
And Vala's like, "No, my memories start midway through our work with the gang when you trained me as a gopher."
Oh, damn you! So you're really missing some gaps. I remember at least getting thrown out onto the street. Yeah, I don't know where I was born. My earliest memory is getting thrown out onto the street down in the why do I still want to say catacombs after 48 hours? Yeah,
Catacombs.
down in the catwalks.
And
on the catwalks. The catwalks. The catwalks.
On the catwalks.
Like, that shouldn't be that big of a mix-up, but god dang. My earliest memory is getting thrown out on the catwalks. So I don't know where I was born.
And
I know I speak a language that nobody else here speaks.
So she says the catwalks near, and she lists the rough coordinates of where you used to live.
Yeah, that just about seals it. That's where the low-cap boy territory used to be.
And you can tell, like, it's harder to see through but she goes pale. And then she looks at you and says something in a language that nobody else understands, except Donnie.
Does Vala understand the language yet, or is she still missing all that?
Vala does not react.
Okay.
But you know that what she says is, "Tell me this is not the child of the forest."
Donnie just turns into a tree.
I'm a tree.
So what's even better? It would be like Sudowoodo from Pokemon.
Pseudo-Wudo.
Oh, everybody actually froze.
Oh,
that was okay. That was bizarre because everybody actually froze right there on the video.
Everybody freeze.
So, and she says, and she without any further response turns around and runs up the stairs towards her room.
Donovan is just going to stand there looking like, child of the forest. Wait, what?
This is great.
Donovan, what did you say to my mom?
I didn't say anything.
What did you do?
Did you hear what your mother said?
Did you understand that, Donnie?
Yes, I did. She just called me the child of the forest. What the hell is a forest?
We need to do breakfast here more often.
Paimon's gonna go up after their mom.
Understandably. You see, so Paimon's mom has a traditional cedar chest where all of the important blankets and keepsakes and valuables from childhood are kept.
She's gonna bring the cedar chest down and be like, I made this out of your mother.
Oh!
I'm so sorry, I didn't know.
Just the thigh leg. And the other ones are in different places. The house actually is mostly your
My
family.
daddy a chair.
He's the cornerstone of the house we're in.
Board.
Oh God! What about Uncle Festus? Where's Uncle Festus?
Oh, you don't want to.
You remember the bull you used earlier?
Oh God, it's 11 o'clock. It can't be that loud.
Hey, it's better than Aunt Gertrude. She ended up as a toilet plunger handle.
Ah, she deserves it.
All right. Anyway, so you
Oh, God.
you see. So, Paimon, you see your mom frantically throwing things out of the cedar chest, and this is not normal because these things are, keepsakes important to her. Like
There's
your
like a
baby
wedding
blanket
dress
is in
going
there.
flying.
Yeah, there's like baby blanket goes this way, wedding dress goes that way, random jewelry box goes that way, until she has dug all the way to the very bottom of the cedar chest. And she reaches down and pulls aside a secret panel and pulls out a small wooden carving with a tiny green gem embedded into it. And
What is this?
She jumps because she did not hear you come up, and she goes, "Don't scare me like that."
You scared us running off like that. What is happening?
She says, "I have to know. I have to know." And she runs past, back down the stairs, and she tentatively walks up to...
Now who's keeping secrets, Mommy?
Donovan has not moved. He is still standing there, basically having blinked once or twice. He's like, what?
She holds the little carving out to him and says, "Do you remember this?" And
Don's gonna reach out and touch it.
And all of a sudden,
Reach out and touch it.
memory A and B immediately flash through your mind.
Oh shit!
Hang on,
So
that
I
was
can
memory
see
A
that.
and B, which means that's a list that he has.
Yes, memory B is the memory of Donovan in the tree.
Hey, snap.
Okay.
Okay.
Memory A, you have not heard about.
No, all right.
Yeah, I decided to put letters on them just so it was easier to keep those three separated. Because.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of them
Oh,
is
shit.
Donovan currently remembering? The
Is our
most
mom the
recent?
red-headed woman?
God,
figured it out.
Everybody's fucking related.
How did you've been leading a double life this entire time? Why didn't you
Mommy, is
teleport
that
us back?
you?
Why did you teleport us back to home? Damn it!
So she, how does Donnie react when he
Okay.
touches the wood?
Let's see. Am I remembering the most recent A and B then?
Yeah, the one that you sent me. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the two that you're looking at right now. Yes, those.
Donovan is going to. He's basically just going to jump back and go. What in the hell was that? Vala, do you remember that? Because he
And
distinctly remembers Vala being in that tree.
Vala looks at you like you've grown a third eye. Like, because I don't know what's going on, although that carving does look familiar.
Oh,
No
no,
idea why, but it looks familiar.
Should Donnie roll wisdom? See if he recognizes the carving yet.
Yes. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. This is going to be fun with my whole +1 modifier to wisdom.
Oh boy.
+1.
Donnie is good at some things, not many. Okay, I got a 12.
That's not terrible. So in memory A, your mother put that around your neck right before she pushed you into the tree.
Oh shit! It's an amulet.
There's no cord right now, but
Yeah.
there is a loop for where a cord could go through it.
Honestly, with the cords they have, they probably wouldn't have lasted that long anyway. So, oh boy, was it Mrs. Ori? Where did you find that? God, I can't do that. Why am I not doing the accent tonight at all?
No,
Mrs. Ori,
I'm having the same problem. You're good.
where did you happen to find that little amulet?
She kind of looks at you, and you can see tears gathering in her eyes. She actually just sits down onto the floor, and she says, "On you. When I found you. On the surface."
Say, wait. What? That Donovan also is now sitting down, mostly because his legs are now rubber.
Hey, Stella,
Can you say that again, please?
More of this. This bitch is kicked.
I
need
found you. And, points of all, and I guess her, on the surface.
Did she drop the accent?
We all did. We were doing.
No, that was on. But I did that on purpose.
Oh,
were you talking in the other language, or that's literally her dropped the accent?
No, she loses that affectation.
Mommy, did you make us listen to that fucking accent for years? As a joke? As a goof?
No. April Fool's! Ha! No, I'm kidding. And she goes, "No.
Oh God.
I made myself listen to it to forget." And she kind of shakes her head and says, "Well, I guess it's honesty time then, huh?"
I love your family. This is great.
PaiMom's has skeletons in closets that are buried in closets within closets.
No, it's actually the
just
closet
everywhere.
inside the skeleton that's in the outer closet.
On the giant spread of food that was here, is there popcorn by any chance? Can we just start,
Yeah, no, but,
at this point, this party just needs like a bag of holding that is enchanted to have popcorn in it.
No, but remember I mentioned that there's some fruits on the table you'd never seen before?
Does Donnie remember any of these fruits?
Not really.
Okay, good.
So
Juicy.
she looks at all of you and says, "I have to show you. I don't think you'll believe me otherwise."
One of the things we've seen lately, we'll believe almost anything.
So
Except
she
it
looks
come
up and
from
she
them.
says, she goes, "Paimon, honey, I'm sorry. I was just trying to keep you safe." And you hear Stellar going, "Yeah, there's a lot of that going around apparently." What do you need to show it?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
What do you need to what?
Oh no.
What do you need to show us?
Oh, you're back.
Perfect
Oh, you frozen.
Oh,
oh, whoa.
There we go.
Your camera froze and then caught up
very quickly.
really quickly.
Yeah.
So
What I need to show you is
and then you became one with the Speed Force.
Yeah. So she says, "Follow me." And she leads you down into a very unique feature of this particular house, because this house has a basement, which is not a common thing to find on home.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But this house has a basement that has apparently been hollowed out of the actual level that it rests on. And now, to Paimon, having a basement was actually fairly normal because grew up that way. And that's actually one of the reasons that Stellar picked the house, was because it was a very unique feature that, most houses don't have a basement, so it was kind of cool, and it was, upper classy and etc. So Crix walks over to an old, dusty pile of boxes that's labeled with whatever her maiden name was.
Ori.
Ori. Oh, I
thought that was the married name.
Yeah,
No. It's Krix Tengoku.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Labeled, and this is like the pile of old boxes that are never touched from before they got married. And it's always been very dirty, very dusty, and usually the basement is just used for storage. And she reaches into a box, and you hear a subtle click, and the pile of boxes vanishes. And in its place, there is a trap door in the floor of the basement.
In the floor of the basement?
She reaches down, and she pulls a little device out of her pocket that looks a lot like the tip of Wilhi's staff, and puts it into a receptacle on the ground, rotates the glowing numbers back and forth very rapidly, and the hatch pops open.
Did I see the combination there, by the way?
It was really fast. There were at least 5 digits in this particular combination.
Oh, good. That's a lot of ways to kill yourself there, Wilhi.
It's a bit of a climb, but it's worth it. And she starts climbing down the ladder that you can see.
At this point, Donovan is going to look left, look right, and then just immediately go down the ladder.
Hang on. Wait a second. Mom?
Yes, dear.
Are you going to lock us down there?
No.
Is this the hide thing? People have done some really weird stuff to us recently.
No, I'm trying to show you something. I'm not going to leave you down here. Okay. Her accent kind of comes back. What do you think I am? Some kind of murderer?
A little bit, not gonna lie. I think that about most people, though. It's okay.
So you guys, I'm assuming everybody follows her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a staircase going down, right?
Yeah. Well, it's ladder.
Oh, well then I'll just hover down. I won't touch anything.
Yeah. So you go down a very long ladder, and you end up in a corridor that looks very much like the type of corridor that you escaped the arena from in. So it looks like a maintainer's corridor. And she says, "Stay with me, it's easy to get lost." And she leads you down several corridors, takes a number of lefts and rights, and then walks up to a wall that appears to be completely blank, and reaches back to one of her tails and plucks a piece of fur out of it and slides it into a little teeny tiny hole in the wall. And another door appears and opens. There is a rush of wind and air, as you can see through the door. At the far end of a large room, there is an opening out to the outside.
Like the catwalks?
No, like what you'd see when you're off the catwalks. Like it's out to the. It's like there's sky.
So there's a drop. Kind of, it looks like there could be a drop.
Wow.
Yes. She walks in, and it's a very large room. And in the center of the room is what could only be described as a spaceship. It's obviously made out of the same general materials that home is made out of, a little steampunky looking. Definitely has runes and magical pieces on it. But it is what you as the players would recognize as a spaceship. It looks like a small personnel carrier would probably handle, 10 people max. Fairly sleek looking, actually. Kind of pointed triangular shape. Has what you would guess would be weapons. Kind of a cross between honestly, kind of like a cross between the puddle jumper and the X-Wing.
Dope. I can dig it. I love it.
I need to
And
get on the ship.
She looks back at all of you and she says, "The surface isn't dangerous. Well, it's dangerous, but it's not deadly. And I've been there."
Well, that little bit we managed to gather. But
she says,
what in the hell is that thing? And Donovan just points at the spaceship.
She goes, "That's how I got down there."
Franco owes me 50 splashes.
Well, Donovan is just going to keep staring at it, and after about a minute, he's just going to walk over to wherever he can see out onto like the landscape outside. He just wants to see the ground again.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually a clear shot. You look like you're basically out on the very edge of the. Bye, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bang Donnie right in the back there and
Do you want to meet the
push him
ground?
off.
All right, let's see how high I can get my damage resistance.
The only thing the geranium said were, "Oh, not again." So she says, "I figured out when I was a little girl that for some reason I could open maintainer doors with my fur. I don't know why, I don't know how.
Interesting.
Billy managed to convince one of them to talk to me and became friends. And they gave me that key. And I explored all throughout the tunnels. I got lost more times than I can count. I almost died many times."
Did you ever have a little device with you when you did that was separate from that key?
And she says, "No, I just had the key. Sadly, I never saw that maintainer again after he gave it to me. Or it, whatever they are, gave
They're
it to
people.
me." Yeah. And then, one day, I stumbled on this chamber, purely by accident. And I found this. Let me tell you, learning how to get inside was challenging. And learning how to fly it, well, that was even scarier. It's honestly kind of a miracle I'm still alive.
So Father never noticed you firing up a spaceship and leaving home?
What's a spaceship?
That's what you call it? Well, whatever we're supposed to be calling this thing.
I didn't think about that. But Father's never actually appeared directly to me. I've seen him talk to others, but he's never talked to me.
Hey, Mom.
She goes, "Yes?"
Are you trying to make your child crazy?
It's only fair you tried to make her crazier just earlier.
She looks at you and says, "I don't want to hear it. You're killing your mother." Okay?
I understand
You're
that you
killing
are
your kid.
I understand that you are upset
You had
with
a
your mother.
spaceship this entire time.
I just need to ask some
That should be a
questions
crime.
real quick.
You have to show.
Mrs. Ori, you said you found me and Vala down on the servers, right?
Yes, I did.
Where the heck were we?
In the burned out remnants of a village.
Oh.
Everyone was dead except you two.
Oh.
I couldn't just leave you there. But I also couldn't risk bringing you back to my home.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that part.
So I dropped you in admittedly a terrible place, but I figured it's better than where you was. I went back there. I tried to find you when my conscience wouldn't let me sleep at night. But I couldn't find you again.
Yeah, the catwalks are, let's just say they're easy to get lost on. Especially when you're kids and you don't really know what the signposts say.
Well, see, here's the thing is I didn't know there were other villages. That was the first one I ever found.
There were other villages.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you don't know about the surface. Nobody knows. There's a whole people down there. History. They live off the land. Everything they have is built from wood or leaves, grass. Metal is very rare and precious to them. They are excellent singers, skilled hunters. They are truly one with nature. Many of them have unique abilities. Some can seemingly turn themselves into air and run on the wind. Some can make their skin as hard as the bark of a tree and shrug off even
Mom,
the
look
most
at this.
terrifying blows.
And Paimon whips out a dagger and swings it at Donovan. And I have to say, it is the most limp-wristed swing.
Okay. I'm just picturing, stab! Yeah. No, yeah. Immediately, bark skin. Bark. And she says,
"You mean like this?"
She goes, so you gain the abilities even though you're not down there?
I mean,
I didn't think.
I guess I do.
We gotta get you back to nature. So anyway, I guess we were all keeping secrets, huh?
I mean, we've been keeping secrets even from ourselves, we've been finding out, so...
Still are.
Will High over there found out that he had 3 brothers all hiding in a closet.
Not an actual closet. Little tube thingies transferring their conscience to maintainers. That's what they are.
Stellar.
We found them in
Stellar. We found his breath from behind goes, did they come out of it?
They're alive.
Some of them did. Not sure about some of the others. I'm sorry if Bella ends up with any siblings.
Sorry.
Poor Bella.
Well,
and she says, we probably, at this point, ought to go talk to the elders.
Elders?
The leaders of each tribe has an elder that leads them. And,
shotgun!
how well do you
tribe?
know them?
Let's go.
Yes. There's different groups of people that live in different regions, but each one has an elder that leads them. The elders are very unique, very powerful. Shining skin, golden hair. Many of them have wings. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, fucking angels. I don't want to deal with any more of those.
Wait, are some down there?
You're being bigoted against my people.
He says,
Our people.
Our people!
Hey!
Paimon and I are family.
From what I can gather from
there can only be one. We push you off.
I grabbed Paimon's tails.
Oh dear.
As he's falling, as you wish.
It was my brother.
Hang on. My cat just hung himself up on the curtain.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh, silly kitty.
Is it Loaf?
Silly kitty.
I feel like Loaf might be a bit too loafy to do that.
Yeah, crazy little creature.
Yeah.
So.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Muac.
Meow. Meow.
You want to meow?
Okay. Just
He
a fun
says he
little
doesn't
fact.
want to.
Senpai's little meow is literally just a squeak. He just chirps at you. It's
Yeah.
Hagrid, like, he goes.
Yeah, he screams at you.
He does what Jeb does. I'm assuming sounds like people.
Marla's parents have a Firepoint Siamese that mostly communicates in little squeaks like that.
No. The hilarious thing is this cat will butt charge you for pats. Like he will turn around with his back arch and he will just like charge his butt towards you, hoping for butt pats.
Oh my god.
That is adorable.
I saw this cat do a somersault. It is literally quite adorable.
That is amazing.
Woo.
He definitely has that young crackhead energy that young cats have.
You're gonna give me pets.
Want it.
So, and she continues and says, from all the oral histories I can gather,
Oral.
the tribes were
That's my
leaderless. What? the tribes were leaderless until about 300 years ago, when the elders fell from the sky.
Delicious.
Called it.
She says,
I hate angels.
Is the half-elf being racist?
They're the worst. They're awful.
At this point now, Paimon and Donovan are just staring at Irvin.
Not your kind of angel. Your
Hey,
kind of
Merkin,
angel's
come on.
fine.
Mervin.
No, I called him Merkin.
Merkin.
Oh, Merkin.
Yes, I called him a pubic wig.
Sorry, Miss P. It's just recent history.
and she says, perhaps it's time, I think it's time that we all tell each other what we know, but first, she looks at Big D and Big V and she says, would you like to meet your people?
Donovan just kind of looks over at Vala for a second, and he's just kind of going like, our people? What? Yes.
Vala, poor Vala, looks so poleaxed. Her whole world has inverted twice in the space of 2 days.
I'm just gonna hand the entire flask to Vala at this point, so she can just down the entire thing.
Yeah, and she just doesn't even flinch. Just glug 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 glug.
Also, our people are known for drinking. Massive livers.
She said, so...
tree livers.
Trivers!
Yeah. Crix walks over to Stella and takes his hands and looks down into his eyes. And they have a minute where they're silent. And she says, I should have trusted you. Well, I should have trusted you too. They kind of lean their heads together for a minute. And then she looks at him with a little smile and says, you ready for a new adventure, sweetie? And he says, for you, my love, always. And as our scene closes, pulling out with everybody walking towards the spaceship, we are secure in the knowledge that not everything on home is evil, and that there is actually good in this world.
98 to 2%.
I blow the ship
And
up
so-
when we're in it. I get rid of that good in the world.
Next time on Blodheim, Irvin falls unconscious mysteriously.
Irvin dreams of war crimes.
Oh.
At this point, both Donovan and Vala are probably just got that 1,000-yard stare where they're just kind of blinking every couple of minutes.
This is where Will High's like, welcome to my world.
Hey, Will High, do you feel like going beating up a staff zone to feel something familiar? I could really go for that right about now.
Something familiar works on Fridays.
Ah.
What?
You remember when?
No, I think I think you're fine without doing that.
I mean, it would be nice, but I understand.
No, I mean.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny.
Poor
Uh,
like laugh.
I've been saving that one for a while because, let's be honest, when you go through a massive emotional event like we have, sometimes you just need to hit something. I mean, don't you remember when Captain America's just going through punching bag after punching bag when he wakes up in the future?
Yep.
Got to do something familiar. Well, so Donovan is having his entire life shaken up.
Yep. Oh, and as they're walking off, all of a sudden, Crix just stops and goes, "Son of a!"
Did you leave the oven on?
Asleep. That boy is still asleep on the couch.
Does somebody have message so they can just wake him up with a massive scream?
No, we will go. We will go.
Oh, let your brother know that we're going to be a while. Please, thank you, dear.
Let's take him with us. It's not like he's doing anything else.
Maybe we can leave it behind.
Hey,
Hey, you said he's an
sleep in the back.
influencer. Maybe you can influence from down there.
I don't know how to say this, but I think we might break him if he finds out about all this.
Hey, that
Mom,
sounds like it would be fun.
This could be his only opportunity to get a date.
I mean, you could ask whether or not that's what everyone's been saying about all these secrets anyway. Oh no, it'll hurt them.
And she kind of just like, I suppose you have a point. All right, go get him.
Convince mom with
Just-
getting
Just for the record, I know this is totally wrong, but the way I am picturing PaiMom's brother, I'm picturing Hey.
Oh my god.
The coconut comes off and he realizes he's on the boat.
a little wet fox. You know, just
You hear Paimon's voice echoing down the hallway.
I'm not sure I understood all of that. Me neither.
It was supposed to be muddled, but it was
Yep.
ha ha ha.
Oh, no, you don't have to explain.
Astaroth, you're in so much fucking trouble.
I'm gonna saddle up next to Bella for a second. Out of earshot from the parents. Paimon said we killed Grady. He's still alive. Their parents were really forward. I don't mind leaving a lie. I don't care. I just want to know why. Because at this point, why should we be keeping that? He's still alive and we work with him.
Not my goal to
angels.
make.
I'm just
It's
gonna
gonna
say
come out
need
one
to
way or
know
another.
information.
It probably will. But it.
If it comes out and it goes to blows, I'm not siding with anyone. Contract be damned.
Your choice, I guess. I don't see why it hurts anyone.
Yet. They always do.
Lying can have lots of positive outcomes, actually.
Of course
Says
you'd
the
say
person
that
who got
comes from the
kidnapped twice.
devil.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to end it for the night. I know it's a little early, but I feel like that's a good stopping point story-wise.
More significant
On our
emotional
spaceship
events.
Yes.
What?
We're going on a
Spaceship.
trip on our favorite magic
Stop it.
trip.
Going on a trip on a favorite rocket ship.
Stop it. Stop it.
We're gonna fly away. I'll fly away.
Spaceship.
Come fly away with me, Paimon. Let's fly away. That's a hymn, right? So that's still good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not copyrighted. Hymns, they're good, right? Yeah, they should be good.
I think if we do everything a cappella, we're all right.
To a degree.
So what else we got going on this week, or is this it?
This is it for the week. Tomorrow would normally be a community game night. However, Ben, who has just achieved a massive, massive feat, good job, Ben, has been working his patootie off and needs some time off. And I have also been working my patootie off and will continue working my patootie off so I can take Saturday off. So, unfortunately, sorry, no games. No community games this Friday. So Tuesday is the next one where I'll be doing something different. Probably a game I've never played before. I'm thinking Hades.
I want to play that.
Yeah, I haven't now, and because Skepti told me to get it. And I trust his game recommendations almost equivocally. Except for the good old Duty of Calls, which he plays and I find horrendous. But that's a personal thing. But yeah, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, come on by. I'll be here having some funsies. You can ask me and we'll talk about Zara and Taser Kitty and the other things and how Campaign 2 prep is going. Because it's going great. I got Dungeon Alchemist, best investment of my life.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that?
Holy
Isn't that
crap.
an amazing tool?
It's fantastic.
Isn't that amazing?
I don't know how I made it through a whole 2 years without that thing.
Yeah, I backed it on Kickstarter because the second I saw what they were promising, like, I need that right now.
Thank you, Dungeon Alchemist.
Shut up
for
and take
existing.
my money.
Yeah, pretty much. That was about what it was.
All right, let's find someone to raid. Someone who's not been going too longsies here. Or has he been going for an hour and 46 minutes? Oh, I don't think. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. Vodikohotik? I probably butchered. Oh, hey! This person. It's been a bit. I butchered the name because I cannot speak. Language is not a thing.
Let's be honest, English is not well equipped to speak a lot of languages around the globe.
I don't know how I
English
ran into this
isn't-
person. It might have been a random raid or one of those raid trains that kind of brought it over. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to close this off, though, and send the people away.
Very good.
We love you all. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you on Tuesday when it comes around again, and then in 2 weeks for Mystery Blodheim when that happens again. For now, let's go share some love and say hello to this wonderful human being. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all come back now.
Yeah, may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. Repeat